It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity studio. Good morning. Good morning. I'm hyped up. All right. Hyped up. Arráez. I was just talking to college football with Danny D, who's here. It's great. It's great. It's a miserable morning driving through floods. It is like I'm building an ark. All right. So if you need me, I'm collecting animals. All right. I'm ready to go. Ready to set sail as we're going to get washed away. Lots to get to today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to all across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show presented by the great people at Xfinity. That's right. And, of course, the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. All right. So last night, it was great. Like, just great. Arráez was terrific. Put the ball in play. Lizard was perfect. He pitched a great game. Pitched to contact. He was economical. He went that deep, right? Like, he was able to go deep. So he was real economical with his pitches, gave you a great outing. And it was all around, it was great. It really was. It was a lot of fun. Now, I have to say the one thing, because there's irony here. I hated the lineup, like the batting order. Hated it. I just disagree with everything the Phillies do. I mean, I love them to death. But there's so many things that they do that I go, stop trying to reinvent things. And having Schwarber, who's ice cold, lead off, I just don't see it. And having Arráez hit fourth. And it worked, right? It worked because you're facing Palmquist. You're facing a soft-tossing lefty. And that's why it worked. But it's not the right move, right? Like, so the Red Sox, who are on fire, who are just scoring runs, period, their lineup is, they either bat, depending on if it's lefty or righty, they bat Siegler or Sogard, who are both light-hitting guys, contact guys, at one. And then they go Rafaela, and then they go Abreu, and then they go Wilson Contreras. And that is contact guy, power guy. And that's how a lineup should be built. And I just don't get being so cute. But I don't want to focus on negative. It was great just to have a guy that actually comes through, right? That didn't strike out. Like when Bohm hits to the double play, you're like, oh my God. Like, it just shows you he can't be. The other thing I just completely don't get is why they shuffled everything around so they can get Bohm in the lineup. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you saw it again. Now he hit one ball. He just doesn't even have power. Like you saw, he's got warning track power. But they won, and let's go. Arráez, the whole thing. I'm hyped up. Eagles. We'll get into some Eagles. I know the receivers are dinged up. They didn't practice this today. EJ will give us the latest on the receivers and the hamstring and all. But we're getting there, man. Like this is a Hall of Fame games tomorrow night. I am in. And screw all these people that go, ow, the Hall of Fame game. Ew, who cares? And everybody's all sarcastic about it. You don't like it? Don't watch it. Don't watch it. What it is it's a TV show. You got to look at it like a TV show. So the Hall of Fame game comes on, and it's not just about the football. It's about the league and the season, storylines. So it's your first taste of it. And I may be a simpleton, but I love looking at helmets. I see helmets, I smile. I'm in my happy place. I love a helmet. Football helmets are the greatest. I love them. There are times I still have it. The other day, I put on Anthony's helmet when I was writing like an idiot. And I was writing a project, and I got his helmet on just to get laughs out of the family. And they think I'm nuts. But I love Jules. I'm weird. I absolutely love it. I'm pumped up, though, today because with us for the whole show, our man, the AD's here. VG's here. Going to be a fun one. We're going to have Mike Sealski, EJ, and St. Francis of football. Fran Duffy. That's the lineup. As always, let's bring in the fellas. Good morning, boys.
What's going
What's up,
on,
man?
What are you doing? What are you doing? You ready?
I'm ready.
You should switch seats because I feel punchy today.
Are you gonna punch Danny?
Yeah, he likes it.
Yeah, right. Oh, hey, good morning. Todd walks in just in time for the show. Man, I had to get over it. It's a traumatic ride in here today, but now I'm feeling good. I feel good
Traumatic?
Yeah.
From Second and Cambridge?
Dude. Columbus Avenue is like crossed into
Columbus
Adriatic
Avenue.
Sea.
Columbus Avenue.
He's Delaware Ave. He's calling
Yeah.
Columbus.
Delaware Ave, Columbus Ave. Yeah.
Columbus
It's
Boulevard or
flooded.
Delaware
It's all
Avenue?
flooded out, man. Everywhere's a flood. It's white knuckle ride. But I feel good. We got to contact
father. Dan. This dude's got some balls.
Scary out there.
Complain
Danny.
about a commute to 10th and Spring Garden.
Danny knows those
from
city
Second
drivers are
and
crazy.
Cambridge.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I gotta
City
drive
drivers are nuts.
from the farmland.
He said one white knuckle.
Yeah, dude.
Try driving the expressway with trucks. You would have peed your pants.
Ah, they're the good
Hydroplane.
drivers. They got they're
Hydroplaning over there, cuz.
I
What's up
got
with this dude.
dude.
Yeah,
It
that's
was rough getting in here, boy.
that's stop.
Didn't think I was gonna make it.
Go buy an umbrella. All right, let's get to the game. Forget about this harrowing city driving. Ooh. It's unreal. All right, let's go one by one. Dan, I'll start with you. What did you think last night? Phils, I mean, you got to rise. There was energy there. What'd you think?
I loved his energy. I love how, he embraced the crowd. Some timely hits. The Nationals can hit. Luzardo, he's locked in, man. That was good to see. They're a really good hitting lineup to shut them down like he did. Kind of mowed through them 8 innings. Could have went 9 if we wanted. Looked really good. I agree with you. I don't really love the configuration of the lineup. Hopefully they're just toying with some things. You need him at the top of the lineup if I think he's got to be the leadoff guy. I wanted to be able to, guys at the end of the lineup, we can turn it over with him. If we get, Crawford on, he steals a base. Stott on, he steals a base. He's a contact guy. You'll move him over, get him in.
He works with Crawford in the 9-hole.
It's perfect.
Right? Because, everybody, we all want Crawford because he's a very similar player, right?
Yeah.
You remember the Marlins used to had Juan Pierre and there was another guy, Castillo, I think, and they were 1-2.
Yeah.
And they used to create havoc on the bases, right?
Yeah.
Well, Crawford at 9 and Arráez at 1, that's what you do.
Yeah. No, I like that turnover. I understand, this new analytics where the 4-hole hitter, you don't want Schwarber potentially 4. I don't agree with that. And I know he likes to be early in the lineup, but Bryce is going to the outfield. People are sacrificing. I think you move him to 1. And if Bohm hits another double play, I'm going to lose my mind. How many did he hit this year, VJ?
15 maybe.
It feels like it happens every game.
Every game.
Even ones that any one of us could beat out. He's so slow. Him running down the baseline it irks me to my soul when he's trying to run out a double play ball.
Well, because you know why he irks you? Because he irks me the same reason. He's 6'5", right?
Running like a piano's on his back.
But even
Plural.
Right? But,
Not a piano. Pianos.
yeah. Great point, BG. But I'll take that if you got power.
He's got none.
Well, that's why I go, you're 6'5".
He can't drive the ball.
You gotta have power. Why don't you have power?
And even a double in like the second or third inning, like just his attempt, like it was a hard hit ball, but his reaction was so delayed. Like it's probably hit no matter what. He didn't sniff it.
No.
It wasn't like down the line, right?
No.
He was a couple feet. His reaction was so slow to that. He drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out. I don't know what the answer is. Is it playing
They
still
moved everybody around to accommodate him.
I know. Do we put? I don't know, but
I got
frustration.
plenty of ideas, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, well, that's
Plenty
what
of
I'm at.
ideas.
But Arráez, the energy was great. Luzardo was great. Bryce got a lot of action now, right?
First ball.
Looked good.
Found him.
Yeah, there was a spot where he had like 2-3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him out there, but sheesh, Bohm is driving me crazy.
Well, you've heard of the GIMP. He's the get-up. Ground into double
He
play.
he's tied for third in baseball.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who's leading it?
Junior Caminero.
Okay, so I'll take it from Junior Caminero,
Punishes the ball.
who's got 35 home runs.
Yeah.
He's got 20. Bohm's at 15. Freddie Freeman, 16. Ivan Herrera, 16. And Jose Altuve is tied with Bohm.
Oh,
15.
my God. He's maddening. He's a maddening player.
Drives me crazy.
Maddening. He may want to be the most annoying players to have come here. We're going to compile a list of the top 10 annoying players who he doesn't stink. He's just completely annoying.
And he's not like warm. Like, it's not like you want to get behind him. Like, he throws little fits out there. Like, he's so annoying with just how he acts.
He stinks.
Well, you're right.
Besides thinking, like, at least if he had like a warm personality and like I felt like embraced the fans in the city,
yes,
it would be.
Yeah, you're right.
We would warm them a little bit. Like that dude, I want him in a dumpster. Like I can't stand him.
He ain't been right since he got in a relationship. He's falling off the cliff, and that's been consistent. We got Super Chats. Jeff from D.C., $10.
Jeffrey.
Breaking news. Alec Bohm has changed his uniform number to 643. Fit Dad CEO coming in with $20 more than everyone. At what point do we start rooting for Bohm's parents? But that dude is absolutely frustrating to watch.
Oh, Fit Dad, you're the greatest.
Smash that like button, everybody, to push this live stream out further. Thanks, Fit Dad.
Jesus.
Oh, that's fabulous, brother. At what point do we start rooting for his parents?
They knew something. They knew. They had to get their money quick. They knew it wasn't coming.
That second contract's going to stink.
They knew that second contract wasn't coming.
Oh, my God.
They had to get their hands on it early, man. Jesus.
So, VG, what are your thoughts?
I told you it's going to take me a few days to process the deadline. So I'm there. It was nice last night. It was as good as you could have expected. It's junk pitchers. It was nice to see a contact hitter. You feel confident he's going to put the ball in play. I think they're thinking maybe you give Harper a little protection there. Arráez doesn't have a ton of speed, so, the top of the lineup, maybe they're hesitant, but I think it's more about
protection. I mean, Schwarber doesn't protect him?
Schwarber wants to be in the top three, man. And this is what they do. You got to get those that power bat, the most at bat. So he's got to be in the top three. That's what that's the logic these days.
Dude, it's stupid logic. It's stupid. The Red Sox deploy a completely different, appropriate baseball lineup. They scored 14 runs last night. They've been on fire.
Yeah, best team in baseball right now.
And that's how they're built.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to go. I don't understand why Schwarber can't hit cleanup. Like, I just don't get it. And by the way, it's not like he's hit with the same proclivity where you want him lead off where he's going to hit 60. He's not doing that.
Yeah, he's tweaked his back. Right, and he's not the same as he was a month ago.
He's cooled.
No good. No, I can't stand it.
I mean, they should tonight should be another good one. Jake Irvin, they hit him pretty well.
Oh, yeah, he's that. Yeah.
His ERA's north of 5.
Yeah.
Look, I think they're going to get hot. The schedule.
Yeah, the schedule's weak.
Let them get hot. I think it will build some confidence, but I want them to be ready, right? We want them to be ready down the stretch, and I don't want to give false hope. We'll have some tough series, but, like, they got to figure some stuff out still. Like, but I'm very happy with Arráez. I think he is something we needed.
Yeah, Killian came in, his fastball, 98, 99, like little like adrenaline last night.
Yeah, so. Totally. You know I love our fans. Like, I love our fans because what town is celebrating Luis Arráez? Right, do people in San Francisco even knew? Like, they even know that they play baseball? Right? Like, I know it's a baseball town and a nice park on the water, the whole thing, but seriously, they don't care about Luis Arráez. Like, they're not. Yeah. If somebody goes there, they're not. Right. Their biggest fans are still old men from New York they're upset the Giants left. I mean. Seriously, like, in our city, celebrating, right? You celebrate a player like that with that, like, the fans are nuts. Like, they're the greatest. The energy in that yard was the fact the Phillies don't even deserve to have this fan base.
Yeah.
Dombo does not deserve this fan base, that's for sure. And this is a guy who's been on like 4 teams in 5 years or 5 teams in 4 years. They say they act like he's like a bad dude, hard to get along with. And stuff. He looked happy last night. Great energy. Great on the post-game show interview. So I don't know.
Speaking of the interviews, how about Gansey?
Yeah, man.
Gansey, baby.
He had a nice first pitch too. Little high, but
Didn't bounce it.
No, plenty of distance on it.
Sportsman.
He is a sportsman.
Sportsman. Big
What's
time.
funny, Dan? I heard that when he played, the string from your jersey.
Yeah.
Like he would play with it, like would have it the strap in his mouth.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. That's what he used to do.
Oh, here's Gansey's first pitch.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's look at the form.
This guy was all over. He was at training camp.
He's with Howie for like 30 minutes.
Good day for Gansey.
Yeah, good for Gansey.
He throws the ball up. He's an athlete. The way he's just throwing the ball up to himself.
Yeah.
Nice and loose. Camera right in his grill. Yeah, step aside, dude.
He goes over the top.
Yeah.
Nice over the top.
Yep. That's our man.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. Daryl Morey, I'm sure at one point throughout the first pitch.
Ooh.
But that Daryl Morey couldn't throw a baseball.
No, he probably wore his jacket.
It looks like we were playing bounce pitch with tennis balls. Barrel. He bounced it 3 times before it got to the plate.
Is it cricket? They bounce it in cricket.
Yeah, cricket. Yeah, but no, when we were kids, you playing with the tennis
on
ball.
the street. You bounce on the street.
Yeah. He bounced it twice.
Yeah.
I will say, we could say how good the fans are, except the bozo with the laser. Like, what are we doing with a green laser throwing it on Trey? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That's terrible.
That's a lifetime ban.
A lifetime out.
Like,
get out.
How can he even have friends? Like, if I'm with a dude who does that, I'm like,
anyone that encourages that behavior,
No, it's awful.
It's clown behavior.
All right, boys, sit tight because it's time for our training camp report. Ooh. Let's go down to rain-soaked Jefferson Health in the bubble. Our man on the scene, Eagles insider, E.J. Smith on the Xfinity mobile calling line.
Give me an E, give me a J, give me an E.J. Give me that E.J. Smith.
Inside the Nest, presented by our good friends from Rita's. Be cool, go to Rita's. There he is.
What's up, guys? Good morning.
No rain for my boy. It's football.
Yeah, you got me on my walk in here today. So I think they're going to be outside. A little surprised by that, but maybe it's going to clear up. They got fans here. I'm looking at Bill Matz's wife driving by, actually. But yeah, it should be an outdoor practice. Should be a good one.
I mean, I'm looking at rain.
It says it's going to stop.
Yeah, I see till 6 o'clock. Wow. All right.
No umbrella for EJ.
The umbrella. You're not an umbrella guy, right?
No, I got a rain jacket, but that's plenty. That's more than enough.
I said this to Jules today. I go, the umbrella, it's a bit unmanly.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a summer in Seattle, and people in Seattle don't carry umbrellas. And if they don't carry umbrellas, then what are we doing carrying an umbrella?
Right. I mean, the three of us in here, none of us have the umbrella. Danny started the conversation in the morning, EJ, by going, dude, I'm not an umbrella guy.
I don't own one. Yeah, I don't own one.
So you're in the right spot.
Not my thing either.
VG, no, we don't do the umbrella. We're idiots.
Yeah,
Football men.
Football men is right. Baldy, can you see Baldy wearing an umbrella?
No.
Carrying an umbrella?
Right, his
balls.
If it's going to be a torrential downpour, you go with the umbrella, with the rain jacket, and that's all you need. Rain jacket's more than enough.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. All right, tell me about the receivers, the hamstrings, the tweaks. Where are we at?
Yeah, so Mekhi Lemon and Devontae Smith missed yesterday's practice with hamstring injuries. The word out from the Eagles is that it's going to be precautionary for both of them. But with Devontae, I buy that a little bit more. Mekhi Lemon, he missed time in the spring with a hamstring injury. You got to remember. So this is the second time in a few months that he's dealt with this hamstring injury. Seems like it's a recurring thing, which you never want to see. Obviously he talked about working to get back from the spring, be ready for training camp. So to have this setback, it's not ideal. It's not really, no matter how you slice it, that's not ideal for him to be missing that time, especially with an injury that's been bothering him for a long time at this point.
So how long, if you're seeing this, do you think they'll be out for?
Yeah, with Lemon, honestly, I mean, he missed a significant chunk of the spring with it, so I could see this being like a back to square one thing. So we'll see with him. With Devontae, I'd expect it to be a little bit more short term, but again, Devontae's dealt with hamstring stuff before too. You got to keep
Yeah.
that in mind. He had the hamstring. It was late last season. I remember him talking about how it got to a point where he was just making it worse by playing on it. So, again, I think they're going to be precautionary with Devontae for that reason, but. I'd keep more of an eye on Lemon. I want to see how long he's out. It wouldn't shock me if he misses a good chunk of camp with this.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not good. A
Yeah.
new install, you're right, getting connected with a new quarterback. The same week, A.J. Brown's telling you how happy he is.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, it was a big Dontavian Wicks day yesterday because they had both of those guys out. He's had a decent camp. He's had.
I like Wicks.
He's had a pretty solid camp. Do you want him as your number 2 receiver? You probably don't feel amazing about that, but as it stands right now, he's looked like someone Jalen can trust. Looked like someone that Jalen can throw the ball up to in a contested situation and trust to come down with it, which I think is important this time of the year.
I was telling somebody, I forget who it was, but Ben. I was telling Ben,
Yeah.
I go, this is the other day. Wicks will catch more than Lemon, because Jalen will trust him. He trusts the body type. He needs the bigger receiver that he trusts, that he can see. I think Wicks is actually going to have a pretty big year. In relation.
I could see it. I'm walking by your boy Mike G. And
Oh,
little guest cameo.
You and Baldy, man, crushing it. You and Baldy have been crushing it.
He said he stayed at mom and dad's last night. You would have loved it.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mikey on the run. That's fantastic.
Just a happy morning at the Jefferson Complex today, right?
all the stars are there, man. All the stars.
Yep, exactly.
Everybody, I love it. It's fantastic.
But I'm with you on Wicks. I think he could be. I think the training camp trust thing with Jalen is real. There have been. I mean, Jahan Dotson's not the best corollary, but we saw it where, like, if Jalen doesn't get the time to, like, develop chemistry with these guys in training camp, he doesn't trust them all the time. And with this offense, he's going to have to do more of that. And for that reason, I think Wicks could have a bigger role with the way things have played out over the first week.
Yeah.
Can I ask about Elijah Moore? Because I've been reading his name's been popping up on social media a good bit.
Yeah, that's the tough thing, is because those are Lemon snaps that he's taking right now. Like, imagine if 2 days ago you're reading that Jalen hit, Mekhi Lemon running up the seam with his best throw at camp, how much that would have moved the needle. But Elijah Moore's looked fine. It's funny, like, at the top, their receiving core is obviously much worse without A.J. Brown, but like the middle part of that receiving core, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they're better than they have been in recent years. Elijah Moore, Hollywood Brown, Darius Cooper's had a nice camp too. Britton Covey has actually had a pretty decent camp, even though obviously if Britton Covey is ceiling, it's a little bit limited there, but they've got a decent group of depth guys. It's just they have to figure out that top 3 that they're going to have out there in 11. And I think that's still a major question now that we haven't really gotten to see Mekhi Lemon and, be out there and develop chemistry with Jalen.
What did you see yesterday with some contact, some pads?
Yeah, it was just a really muddy practice, and not necessarily. Usually when it's a muddy practice, the first thing I think is like, all right, the pass rush really wrecked the day. It really wasn't so much that. It was just growing pains from the offense. It was sloppy. There was like a 4 or 5 play sequence where there was a flag on every play, a lot of false starts, a lot of procedural penalties. So it's hard to get a good read on just about anything. With that said, though, Jahad Campbell showed up in a big way he blitzed up the A gap. And it's funny, Tank Bigsby had this viral quote about how, like, when I'm in pass pro, my number one thing is don't let Jalen get hurt. Well, he got trucked by Jahad Campbell yesterday. I mean, it was like that classic Nakobe Dean, running through a running back's face in pass pro there. It was that classic thing from Jahad Campbell. And, that's the type of stuff that gets you fired up when you're watching a padded practice, seeing contact like that. So, yeah, Jahad looked good yesterday. The defensive tackle group every day has a handful of plays where they just wreck practice. Jalen Carter blew up a run, and he gave the interior line a little bit of a finger wag, like, "No, you're not getting by me today."
No,
Yeah, yep, exactly. So there were some flashes, but it was a hard day to get a good read on because, again, it was just it was a really sloppy day. Hearing from these guys, they're working on a new cadence, to kind of match up with Sean Mannion's offense. And I think they were probably working on a different part of the cadence yesterday because it was really, like I said, a disorganized day.
Yeah, you can't look at. They're almost better off doing this thing in secrecy. Like if I was Sirianni, like this year, I would be like, "Yo, we're going away for 3 weeks, and we're going to go to an undisclosed location." All right.
Yeah, but I'd find them, man. I'd find them.
Well, you would because you're a great Eagles insider. Like, if I want news, I got to go to you. But like, all kidding aside, this was the time to go away, to get out of Dodge, just to concentrate. Like, if there was ever a year to do, that's why you did that. That's why coaches went. It's like, I need your focus to be on work, right? Like, especially when you're installing a new offense.
Yeah. Especially because it has been a roller coaster, understandably so. It's what you would expect. And for that reason, like, we've been on the show talking a lot about you can't overreact to the good days or the bad days. I thought it was really encouraging when they had the review day that they looked so good offensively. It's stuff that they've repped, stuff that they feel comfortable with. That was their cleanest day, 2 days ago. So I think that makes a lot of sense. I remember being on your show and telling you, like, this is going to be the day where we can really learn something about how they look. The rest of this stuff, it's phase 1, day 1 install for a lot of this stuff. You got to take it with some patience and a grain of salt. So to your point, you don't want to, fly off the handle about yesterday being disorganized. You want to see progress. This is a good defense they're going against. And this is a significantly different offense. I'm going to keep saying it. Like, over the spring, I heard it couldn't be much more different than what they've run in the past.
Yeah, you would hate me if I was the coach. If I was a head coach, the first day would be open. I would make it obviously vanilla and then I would go away. I close everything. Everything would be shuttered. Like, you wouldn't know what I'm doing. I'm not. I wouldn't allow fans. Like, all this fanfare. You got Gansey here. It reminds me in Rocky when there's all the fanfare and he's training. Rocky was it 2? It's like
it's Rocky
3.
3.
Oh, it's Rocky 3. Yeah, before he gets humbled. Yeah.
There's too many celebrities around.
Nick wasn't having that.
No, Mick wasn't. It's practice. You got to work. We don't need that. That's the celebrities come for the game.
Yeah, but Nick likes the celebrity stuff.
Well, that's why he's
no
a
Mick.
lightweight.
Yes, he's not Mick.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I really feel. But I
don't think Nick. You think Nick has enough juice where if he said, like, we're not having fans this year, he could get that. You could get that through. I don't think he's got
he's
that.
already on a weird.
It generates so
thing
much
with the
money with
fans.
it too.
I know. I have sponsors and this and that. I know, but it's not conducive to putting in a new offense.
Would you like him back at Lehigh?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'd love that too. I'd love that.
I love it humbles them too. They live in dorms. Like when I interned for them and at Lehigh, like the guys were in dorms.
Oh yeah, dude. That's how it used to be.
Pittsburgh's doing it right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like St. Francis College or something.
Yeah.
Kansas.
Yeah, and it's like isolated. Like there's not a ton around it. Like people came in, but like I'm sure it wasn't nearly what this is now.
Yeah.
No.
What else?
Yeah.
So you got what? Vic's gonna be talking. So I know you're gonna boogie. But you got Vic
we got
today.
Vic coming up. I figured today will be a lighter day. I'll tell you one other thing for you in case, yesterday's show, Bo unveiled his camp crush. This is a guy that's been brewing on the show for a couple of days here. Joshua Weeru, the other international player pathway guy that they signed, he was an undrafted free agent. This guy is pretty good, Dan. Like you when you see him for the first time, and I'll be curious if he plays in the preseason very much because I think they might want to try to hide him.
Really?
I mean, this guy, he's 6'4", 240 pounds, a former rugby player. But the thing is, he's a smaller guy. He moves incredibly. He's got that, run full speed on the side of your foot, that bend that you want from an edge rusher. But the thing that really makes it like the complete package, the thing that makes him so exciting is he's got that like natural leverage. He's got the long arms and he's got some knockback. Like at that size against like actual offensive linemen. He started working in with the twos yesterday. So we got to see him against some real O-linemen, some real tackles. He's got some knockback. At the point of contact, you see it. You see the pop that he's got. So I'm excited about him. We're all excited about him. It's Bo. Bo declared it as his camp crush. So,
I
I'm
like
not going
it.
to step on that, but we have all been kind of intrigued by this guy. It's a fun story. Uar Bernard's obviously got a great story. He grabbed all the headlines. This guy was a little bit more under the radar. And we talked to the NFL International Scout back after the draft. So that was probably back in like early May, late April. And this guy worked Joshua Weeru and Uar Bernard out. He said Joshua Weeru's workout was the most impressive physical workout he's seen from any of the guys they brought through. So the Eagles might have another hidden gem here. I think we got to keep an eye on this guy.
Dude!
Let's stick with the rugby guy.
Let's go! Let's
Yeah,
go!
yeah.
They don't shy away from physicality.
No, they're psychos. Yeah.
Rugby is
Yeah.
a wild sport.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I ask one more before you leave?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I haven't
got
heard
you.
much about Eli Stowers.
Yeah. I'll tell you. All right, so I'll tell you the story before I jump here.
Not good about Eli Stowers. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the story. It was 2 days ago when they were in the bubble. They have Eli Stowers split out wide. They come out in 12 personnel, and they're getting funky with the formation. So they put Eli Stowers out all the way to the sideline. And they're doing that for a coverage indicator. If a corner lines up, it's zone. If a corner lines up across from him, it's zone. If a linebacker or an edge rusher goes out there, you got man coverage. So they send Arnold Ebiketie out there to cover him. Instant man coverage indicator. And if you think about what Eli Stowers is, he is a matchup nightmare for the defense in those types of situations. That's where he's supposed to win.
I thought that.
Yeah, this is where it's like, all right, this is where you make your money. It's go time. Green light, Eli Stowers, matched up against Arnold Ebiketie. Eli runs a slant route, no separation. Arnold Ebiketie breaks it up. And to me, that was like the first yellow flag. He hasn't worked that much in with the first team offense. And listen, he's a developmental player. He's still got time. I'm not trying to kill the kid, but that was where it's like year one. I don't think that he is necessarily going to be that matchup, that matchup hunter that you wanted him to be. You're not going to get him on the field and feel good about him separating against safeties and linebackers because, if you're not beating Arnold Ebiketie in practice, that's going to give you some pause on, getting this guy involved early. So again, he might develop into a great player, but right now I think his learning curve is probably a little steeper than maybe some anticipated.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. He got locked up. I heard the same thing.
Yeah,
But,
getting locked up by Ebiketie's tough.
Yeah,
it's just tough.
dude.
Yeah, there's no way to square it.
Yeah. And I got news for you. That's a problem because tight end's a problem. He's going to have to go get another tight end.
I tend to agree with you. The Ertz thing is out there. Like, we'll see. It's so hard to know what he's got left in the tank. But
who's out
I think
there?
that
Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
Oh.
Yeah, Ertz is healthy again.
Dude, I can't go back to that well.
I think they need a if Dallas Goedert misses time, you're not leaning on Grant Calcaterra again. I think that's what you're looking at. Is Johnny Muntz the number 2 tight end right now? He's not going to be like a high volume pass catcher. So yeah, I think that they've got a move to make at that position. I totally agree.
Yeah. All right, we'll let you get in there. Great stuff, brother. We love you, EJ. The Eagles.
All right, I'm about to go crash Mike's hit now. I'll see you guys.
All right, see you, brother. Good stuff. There he is, EJ Smith on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Dude, they got to get it. Wait, hold on. Let me take a quick TO because I'll go for the whole show. And then poor Jules will be like, we're late for 4 breaks. And that's not good. All right, let's talk about our friends. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook Online Casino app. Where are the Phillies today, VG?
They are
What do we got?
minus 182.
182
Over
today.
under is 9.5.
I think it's over day today. It'll be an overnight tonight. Ball be flying.
Now, is there rain coming tonight? It could be. I'm supposed to go down tonight.
I think there's clearing
all right.
tonight.
I thought there was a chance of some rain.
I don't know. But you can check out the Bet Parks app. And by the way, football futures, Hall of Fame game tomorrow, baby. So you can check out all the futures right on the app. 25 wins 4 1/4 on the Birds to win the bowl. All right, win the big one. So there you go. New customers also get $500 casino bonus back and spins on your 250 spins on the new slot game. You're going to love this game. It's a desert theme. You got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. BetParks.com is all the details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now let's talk about the Xfinity 5-year guarantee. Your Wi-Fi, vital to your home. So in my house, here's the setup. Massimo's in his room playing his show. I heard him last night cursing. No good. Anthony downstairs, I heard him howling and playing with his friends. He plays this other game. It's a pop, I forget. My wife's learning Italian, and then I'm trying to watch the game. So they got Wi-Fi everywhere. Now, thankfully, we have the Xfinity Wi-Fi because it never fails. It just is seamless. And the best part about it is no annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot changed in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, dreams grow bigger. Your Wi-Fi should stay reliable, and the price should stay put. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. 12:30, I was up. It was 12:30, 1:45, and I hear, bleep that. You're 1-4. I'm 6-2. I text him, yo, first of all, it's 1:45. Go to bed. Second of all, are you nuts cursing like that? We have a rule, all right? If you curse on the field or whatever, I prefer you not to, but I get it. You come back into the dugout after you popped up and you lay something down, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Don't do it around your mother. Don't do it in the house, all right? You want to do it with me? All right, I get it. That's my rule.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a fair rule. No, it's a summer. You can't stay up late in the summer?
Yeah. I just don't want him on the game. Now, I don't mind him playing the sports games. Right? Only because
none of these fantasy games.
The sports games promote knowledge of the game. I mean, you look at Madden and what you're looking at from Madden, playbooks and X, Y, you look at your receivers and the whole nine, and then your baseball too, the whole hand-eye stuff, just seeing it and pitch count and strategy. I'm good.
All right.
Just don't be cursing in the middle of the night.
I understand.
Where your mother's
I was always don't let your mother hear it.
Yeah. So he's got to get on his sleep schedule too, right? We want to be productive the next day. Can't be up every night till 2 a.m.
Well,
it's August 5th. He's a kid. It's the summer.
2 a.m. every night. Come on, man.
It's not good. I agree with Danny D. I agree. You can't be up till 2 o'clock in the morning every night.
Wow.
Midnight, one. You start pushing too. It's your
right. It was 12:30, 12:45 around there.
Yeah.
You got to be in bed. I want you away from the blue light by midnight.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I think that's fair in the summer.
Yeah, that's fair.
School night, no blue light.
What about listening to music?
They don't listen to music, dude. What do you think? This is 1984, and it's you listening to VH?
He's got the cassette player out.
Really? Play records? That's what we did. They got these ridiculous setups, gaming chairs, screens. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
There's no music involved.
Well, watch a music video. Well, you have to be a screen. I got you. We got a $2 super chat from Jake Friel who says, Emmanuel McNeil Warren was in Howie's lap. He has safety?
Tight end.
There you go.
There was some controversy about the Stowers pick because there was other tight ends that were highly touted that might have fit the scheme better because they were blocking first.
Mm.
I'm worried about it.
Well, if you don't have that as a weapon without AJ, we were counting on a little something out of that position.
It's hard for rookie tight ends.
Yeah.
But
you're going to line him up. He's going to basically be a receiver is what the thought would be, and he'd be a mismatch on linebackers all day. And like EJ was saying, to identify coverages, right? Because that will tell you a lot when you roll him out. You put him out wide.
Yeah, that's what this whole new offense is for, discovery.
Yeah. So you need him to wake up a little bit and start seeing it. Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to get separation against the twos, especially a linebacker.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary, dude.
Wasn't like Campbell or Trot out there on him, It's like Bond.
I mean, dude, you're talking about A backup.
I know. How about my boy Trot having a good camp? They're saying.
Oh, dude,
The machine, man.
Listen, he just is around the ball. He's around the ball. It's what it is. I love hearing Campbell though. I'm a Campbell. I love Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's a freak of nature. Like he has all the physical tools. He's built like what you want to see. I've known Trot since he was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
He's just his IQ is off the. He doesn't have the physical traits, but he's tough as nails, and his IQ is next level. So like, I mean, the kid's just been bred to be a football player. Like he knows where to be. He's just in the playbooks. He's a junkie with it. Like he's obsessed.
Can I just tell you, and you know this because you know the father, and the father's a great man. I love him. You know Josiah. Josiah
has more of the physical traits.
Yes.
Josiah is built more like his father. I mean, he was a second-round pick. He's gonna play for the Bucs for a long.
Oh, I think he's got a 10-year career.
He's a dude.
Yeah,
for sure.
Those kids are the greatest kids. Jeremiah Trot is one of the best people now. He had tragedy, he lost his wife.
Yes.
And
she was a great woman.
Tammy.
Great woman.
Was just awesome. And it was so sad, right? Trot with his boys, thick. Like they're really, really close. Always with him. I mean, God bless him.
And he's like the old school father where like the kids are so respectful, say, oh, shake his hand, look him in the eye type of father. I got a story. Josiah is a sophomore in a state championship game. He dislocates his finger and he's cursing, screaming, and Trop was on the sideline. He was like a linebacker coach. Grabbed him and said, we don't do that. Take a deep breath, take them up, put him back in the game. He said he's fine. But he was screaming like, he's going nuts, right? His hand is dislocated, hit on a helmet. His hand's dislocated, his finger. He said, we don't curse. Stop screaming. Brought him over to the trainer, and then he said to the coach, all right, he's good to go. Put him back in.
I love it. I respect that. It's funny. It's the same thing with, like we just got done talking about, like, there's a way to do it. Look, shake his hand, say thank you.
Yeah.
My boys, thank you, coach.
Yeah.
Appreciate, look him in the eye.
I never heard any of them, and I told the story on this show. Josiah, when he was at West Virginia, and came off a big season, so he's probably, he's like he's in the portal. He's one of the top kids in the country. He drove from West Virginia to Cumberland Valley to the state championship game and was driving home that night. And I said, what are you doing here? You done school? He goes, no, I got class on Monday. That's what people before us did, so that's what I'm doing. He's was number one player in the portal.
Dude, like
drove 4 hours to go support his old team and then drove back.
How great is that, man? I mean,
that's the type of kids they are. That's the type of father he is, and that he brought them up the right way. But they're both amazing. I mean, and to have two boys and to be in all three of them be NFL players is
it's insane, isn't it?
It's insane.
Insane.
Like the odds of that are you're in the Powerball.
I think Junior's going to have a career. I may not be here. I wish it would be here, but I think he's going to be a player.
Yeah, no, I think he will be. I think he will be a player. Yeah, you don't want to wish injuries, but like when he has his opportunity,
he's going to shine.
He's going to shine. It's just for the first time in my lifetime, the Eagles have depth at linebacker.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, dude,
the first time.
Your defense is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
First of all, trust me, Grenard's a player. All right. Jonathan Grenard is going to be a player. I know people are going, I don't know. We'll see what he looks like. Trust me. I know the linebackers coach is a friend of mine for the Vikings. He was not a great fit out there in that scheme with Flores. He's going to be a player here, a big-time player here. Hunt is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jalix Hunt is on a big-time
guy this year.
Trajectory, right? Like, going to get paid, the whole nine. Like, he's going to be big. You even talk about Noah Smith, right? Yeah. Like, who's talk about a dude. Kid's always a dude, right?
Got that power rush.
Yeah, you talk about the linebackers, and then you got a lockdown secondary.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, now with Reek being across and Coop being in the middle, the one question in the whole defense is safety.
Yeah, Makuba.
It's a pretty big question.
Yeah,
but I mean,
but you know,
he's surrounded by so much talent. Like,
right,
he's gonna get covered for, even if he's not playing well. I think we'll be able to patch the holes up because we're just so talented everywhere else.
Well, that's it. Like, honestly, it's not that big of a question in the sense that, listen, if I'm light anywhere, I'll take it there. It's not like I'm light on one corner spot. We've seen that. When you're light on the second corner,
Yeah, they're picking on it.
Oh, was that all year last year?
it kills you.
It is
right?
still at it.
But you're light on the safety.
And what my other question is the depth at corner.
Yes.
If we had someone go down with a hamstring or an injury, that would scare me a little bit.
Agreed.
But, I mean, you can't.
Well, it's
everywhere.
cap world. You're not going to,
can't.
there's just so much you can do.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man. The defense. I'm excited that our offense goes against every day. I think that's important too, right? Iron sharpens iron. Have our offense going against this top 5 defense every day. When we see the Giants out there, we're going to score 40.
We say that every Saturday morning. Iron sharpens iron.
I'll bet you guys say it more than once.
We're going to do a show together soon in the same.
It's called Iron Sharpens
Iron. No.
So
they're going to be down the shore, but I have to. There's this box you have to lock in the Fox.
Yeah,
but we're going to be in the same
room.
Oh,
nice.
For a Saturday
I'll
morning
have to
show.
tune in for that one.
Yeah, that'll be
There's
fun.
going to be a lot of energy flowing that day, boy.
When is that happening?
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
End of August.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. That's going to be great.
I'm hoping to be when I'm in Europe because then I'll be later in the day. I'll be like, let me check it.
When you going?
Last week of August.
Where are you going again?
Spain.
That's right, you're going to Spain. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce around Spain a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Hey, I got insider news, I think. Eric Delash with an insider tip in the chat says Alec Bohm owns 3 umbrellas.
Hopefully, I can fly him away.
Oh, that's great.
Like Mary Poppins.
So, man, hold it up. Just get him taken, please. Get him out of here.
The flying gun. The flying
The
foam.
flying Bohm.
Oh,
Tornado
my God.
So he's got him out.
Yeah.
Ass out of here.
What? Like, how could you reconfigure your whole team for Alec Bohm?
I don't know.
Changing all those positions. It's stunning to me.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, all you got to do.
Props to Bryce, man. Like, cause I'll rag on him sometimes, but yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I'm honest.
Jules, look at Jules.
I'm
Jules,
honest.
yeah,
I know, because it's so rare to hear people be honest about Bryce. I'll be honest, like, it's an elite move by him offering to do this and all.
He's backing up. He said, all right, awesome.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I'd rather have De La Cruz in the lineup than Bohm.
but yeah, so like,
Yeah.
look,
pop.
I want him out. But what's the solution? What will we have? Is it Sosa? Like, who's playing
No,
third?
Stott's playing third.
Yeah.
Arráez playing second.
Who we putting at first?
Harper's at first.
De La
And
Cruz.
De La
De La
Cruz in
Cruz.
the outfield.
Yeah. Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, that's what I would do.
yeah.
I'd have Hill. I'd mix in Hill. I'll take those dudes any day of the week over Bohm. Like, I've seen the Bohm. Why does he have to be in the lineup?
Yeah, he stinks.
I mean, I just keep going back to that point. Why does he have to be in the lineup?
Yeah, and I would like to see De La Cruz he's been hot. I want to kind of see if he's
Let him
catching
ride
right in the
into
bottom.
play. Who knows? Maybe he has a big second half. Like, you can see it.
Yeah,
We got some
the
pop.
tools. Yeah, he can hit the ball.
Right. Like, let's go. Like, why are we messing around? It makes no sense to me. None. All right, let's take a quick TO. Hey, Kevin's coming in. We're going to have an embarrassment of riches today.
Love
Jules, we're going to have to configure for 4. All right? Because Kevin, we'll do it at 10:30. Maybe we'll get Franny to do tomorrow, and we'll have Kevin in because he's
nice.
Wow.
he's in town to interview Mike Gansey.
I'm excited for that. Is that 6 p.m. Sports Center tonight?
I don't know when.
Yeah,
I think
not
they're
tonight.
taping it, but I don't know for what
Definitely
day.
on a 6.
Yeah, but I don't know for what day.
That show is locked. That 6 p.m. Sports Center is good.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
no, it's the best
It's
one.
like
by far.
must see
Yeah.
TV on ESPN.
All right, let's take a quick TO, come right back, and our buddy Mike Sealski is going to join us. We'll talk to Mikey coming up next. First, a word from our friends.
Hey, if it's been a while since your last pest control service, this is a good reminder. Get ahead of things before the pests become a bigger problem. Our friends over at Evans Pest Control are offering a welcome back deal for returning customers. And if your home hasn't had a general pest treatment in the last 12 months, you're eligible for 5% off your next service. Just use the code RETURN5 when you schedule. And hey, man, when treatments lapse, that's when pest activity tends to ramp up, especially with those ants, spiders, rodents, bees, and other common household pests. Looking for a place, settle in, get cozy, and become your friends. Regular service helps prevent infestations before they start, and it keeps your home protected all year round. So if it's been a while, now's the perfect time to reconnect with Evans Pest Control. Use the code RETURN5, the number 5, when booking your next general pest treatment, and get 5% off as part of this limited time welcome back offer. Learn more over at www.evanspestmanagementmgmt.com. Elkin Chevrolet, run by 3 brothers, real brothers, local guys, great guys. And right now, they're lining up deals that are very hard to beat. They got a huge inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, everything people actually want to drive. Equinoxes, Trailblazers, Tahoe Suburban, Silverados. And the prices, well, they're going to move fast. If you've been thinking about it, now's the time. Whether it's getting to a game, getting to work, or just getting out of town for a bit to maybe watch the Sixers or Flyers play, you'll drive off in the perfect ride at the perfect price. And here's the thing. This isn't just a one-and-done kind of place. These are the guys you go back to again and again because they treat you right. No runaround, no games, no haggling, no hassles, just real people, real deals. Elkin Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service going on. Super easy to get to. Route 73 South in Marlton. Elkin Chevrolet.
Shelski, here comes Mike Shelski.
There he is. Good morning, Michael.
I'll never get used to that theme music, cuz. Good morning.
It is so ominous. It just
It
does
is.
not fit you. I never got the fit.
Here comes Mike Shelski.
I got Nosferatu over here singing. So lots to get to today. First question: Are you an umbrella man?
Meaning, do I use one when I'm out in the rain?
Yes.
For like the first 30 seconds, I'm there, and then I give up.
Right,
Because
there's no use for it. Like, who cares?
Right.
Like, it's a hassle.
Such a hassle.
I invariably put it down. I might use it to like get from point A to point B, and then I'll put it down somewhere inside point B, and it'll stop raining while I'm inside, and I forget to grab the umbrella again, and it's gone forever. So I only ever buy cheap umbrellas, and then when I do use them, they go inside out, they break. It's like sunglasses. Like, I don't understand why anybody spends $300 on a pair of sunglasses, because invariably you're going to lose them or break them. So you might as well buy the $15 ones at the drugstore.
So, I mean, if you lose or break Shady Rays, you just let them know. They'll give you a brand new pair, replacement pair.
There you
right?
go.
Yeah, that's good.
Teed you up there, VG.
That's good. All right, let's get to it. Arráez. What did you think of the Phillies at the deadline and the debut? And this is why I love this fan base, because they were so jacked up. What other town is Luis Arráez getting that kind of ovation?
Well, look, he's a 4-time batting champion. Like 25 years ago, this would have been the equivalent of what? Like getting Bill Madlock to go way, way back or something like that?
Yeah.
You know.
Ichiro.
Ichiro, somebody along those lines. It's funny you say that, because I was getting text messages both from my father and my best friend before that game when they saw the lineup and said, "Why the hell is Arráez batting fourth? Why is he hitting fourth?" I like it. I like it.
Why?
Because he's a contact guy, and if one of those first 3 guys gets on base, the chances are good that Arráez is going to, if not drive him in, then at least keep the inning going.
All right, here's my counter.
And you want Schwarber and Harper to get as many at-bats as possible, right?
Not if it precludes them from driving in runs. Hey, do me a favor. Kevin's downstairs. Could you mind going to get him? Thanks, Dan. Here's my argument. To break up the what I would do is I would go Arráez, Turner, Harper, Schwarber. That's how I would deploy it. I have Crawford 9. So Crawford, who you want to get on base and to steal, if I got Crawford on second, I got Arráez making contact, right? The idea of Arráez being on base is everything. Like, I need my power guys. I still believe in the idea of a fly ball, of getting a 2-run homer or even a 3-run homer to change the scope of the game. Like I look at the way the Red Sox deploy it. They have Siegler or Sogard, who are non-power guys, contact guys, lead off. And then they go Rafaela, who's a contact guy. Abreu, who's a power guy. Contreras is a power guy. And that, I know it sounds like old school, but like that's the appropriate way. And for a team like the Phillies, that you get more out of your home run ball with Schwarber and Harper.
Yeah, see, I look at it a little bit differently. I understand where you're coming from, but I want Arráez is a tough at bat who's going to put the ball in play. And so often, whether it's during one of the dead stretches of the regular season or maybe even the postseason, where Schwarber and Harper maybe aren't clicking, the middle of that lineup can be just, you can just cut through it because these guys are swinging through pitches. Now it's a little harder to do that with Arráez at the back end of that. Arráez you can lead him off and he can get on base. You can bat him second and get on base. If Schwarber and Harper are swinging through pitches, that's not going to matter. All it takes is one walk to one of those guys early on, a pitcher being a little too fine, and now you've got a tough out coming up behind them. So I kind of and plus he's a tremendous hitter with runners in scoring position throughout his career. So I don't mind the idea of him coming up with men on base, even if he's not likely to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, but you're negating the what you have with Crawford and at 9. Like here's the other problem.
I mean, Crawford's a 9 hitter.
If I got Arráez at 4, I got a walking, breathing double play hitting 5th. So if my first 3 guys are out, Arráez gets on with a base hit, then I got Mr. Getup batting 5th.
You seem angry about Alec Bohm, cuz. Is everything okay?
Dude, you reconfigure your entire team for Alec Bohm.
Yeah.
Say that again.
For Alec Bohm. Yeah, and you leave Trey Turner at shortstop. Where every ground ball now, everybody, you could feel it in the ballpark just watching on TV. Every time there was a ground ball hit the short, everybody at Citizens Bank Park went,
yes.
So look, we'll see how, you asked how they did at the deadline. Of course we'll see, but these were moves made out of, well, nothing else has worked. Let's try this. And they didn't even try everything. They didn't even try the 1 or 2 things that I think a lot of people who have watched this team for a while would have wanted to see them try, which is moving Trey Turner out of shortstop and doing something with Alec Bohm other than just moving him to first base.
And you're right. And here's the thing, a couple things off of that. Now, if Turner felt uncomfortable, needs a whole spring to go play center, all right, whatever. All you got to do is have Stott play third, Arráez play second, Bryce stays at first, and Dela Cruz is in the lineup. Because Dela Cruz got more, quite frankly, he's got more power than Bohm. And you're shifting Bohm to first, which is a power position. What are you getting out of it? What are you gaining by that?
Yeah, here's the one caveat. I agree with everything you're saying. Here's the one caveat I would apply, which is they are in a sprint now, right? We're not worrying about what's beyond. We are trying to win right this minute, which to me raises the possibility that if De La Cruz or even a Derek Hill gets hot or becomes a more viable option in the short term than an Alec Bohm, maybe you do see Bohm, get cast to the side because who cares about his confidence at this point? He's a free agent and there may not even be baseball next year.
Right.
So just go with whatever the hell is working and ride it as far as you can this season.
Yeah, I agree. But I thought De La Cruz has shown me enough that I like him better than Bohm. So he's shown me enough that I'd rather have him in the lineup than Bohm in the lineup. So, there's my fix. And I'm not worried about, and Bryce played a couple balls nice. It was funny, you brought up Turner. He made a nice play, and he had that little kind of swag going after he made the play. It was like, all right, easy, big boy.
Exactly. Yeah. But the funny thing about this team is that you have these, at least a couple of guys in Turner and Bohm who just are living in their own heads so much.
Yeah.
And this has been something you and I have talked about this. I've been preaching this for a couple of years. They have needed something intangible in the clubhouse and in the lineup, a guy or a couple of guys who just treat a game in late September and October the same way they treat a game in mid-June, in the best way. Like nothing
Yes.
gets to them. Hey
Yes.
man, it's all just baseball. Whether
Yes.
it's game 3 of the league championship series or game 2 of a 3-game set against the Pirates in late July. Like, whatever, man. We're just out here rolling. We're the baddest, you know what's on the block, and we're just going to play. And they need more of that because they have these couple of guys, and maybe more, who just end up squeezing the bat and thinking about it in the field so much.
It's a great point that you bring up. He's somebody in a clubhouse that just loosens people up, man. That's fun.
Yeah.
Right? Like you need like a jovial Latin power hitter, right? Like who just is like, yeah, man, let's go, boy. You know, like
Yeah, like you kind of need what Jimmy Rollins gave them heading into the '07 season. You know, like, hey guys, I said it. Let's roll with it. Let's be as good as we know we can be, and you know, it would help. I think it would. There's a tightness to this team at times that everybody can see.
Yes.
And it needs to do something. They need to do something to alleviate that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with it.
That's not Garrett Stubbs.
No,
no, Garrett Stubbs isn't a good enough player to have it make an impact.
No, that's exactly it. All right, do you think how viable of a contender are they?
They're viable in that they are the consummate example of a team that if it gets hot and if it's playing, you know, the sprint of the playoffs, the Phillies in a way are built for that. It's all or nothing with them. We've seen it every single year, right? They were all in 2022, right? Hoskins gets hot, Harper gets hot, Schwarber gets hot. Wheeler's amazing. Nola throws a couple of good games. Before you know it, they're up 2-1 in the World Series, and then boom, they're not. Same thing in 23, same thing in 24 and 25. You don't want to play them because if you get their best, if you catch them at the wrong time, they could cut you down quick. Even the Dodgers.
I agree.
You know,
hey, Scuba got beat last night, right? Like, you know, you can see Wheeler do that. 2-1.
If Wheeler, Sanchez, and Luzardo can get you to Duran and whatever other bullpen arm is throwing okay at that point, I could see them beating. I'm not saying it's absolutely going to happen, but it absolutely could happen. But the other thing could happen too, where if they end up as one of the wild card teams, they get beat 2 games and they're done, and we're all lamenting what the hell happened again for the 5th straight year.
Well, that brings up to me Dombrowski, because Dombrowski, I think, came up small again in that he needed another starting pitcher, because you're a wild card. You're going to need to have a 4th starter. Aaron Nola cannot pitch in the playoffs. The matchup will kill him. If you're going to pitch him against any of the lefties, Milwaukee has Turang, Yelich, right? Like Bowers, they will go yard on him. Atlanta has all the lefties, Baldwin and Olsen. Forget about the Dodgers, right? The Cubs with Armstrong, Crow Armstrong. Like they have a ton. There's lefties, power lefties everywhere. Are a horrendous matchup for Aaron Nola. And the last thing you need is to be looking up at a 2 or 3-0 deficit.
Yeah, I would say 2 things to that. One, you're reemphasizing and driving home the point I made earlier, which is this is a sprint for them. And often in the past, in these playoff situations, we've talked about this with like Rob Thompson in the World Series. Like there's no playing the long game. If Zach Wheeler's getting guys out, you leave Zach Wheeler in the freaking game.
Yeah.
You know, you can't think in terms of, well, it's Aaron Nola's time to pitch. If the matchup is bad, you've got to have other options. So in that sense, I agree with you. The problem is, what were they going to trade?
The Padres got Casey Mize and Robbie Ray. And they have nothing. AJ Preller traded all their prospects. I don't know how he landed both of them.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you want to look at it that way, you can blame Dombrowski for it. I blame him more and the organization more for not having the stable of talent in the minor leagues to be able to make the kind of moves that they need to make.
Well, I mean, that's
right?
under his falls under his jurisdiction. Like,
yeah, so you blame it in
farm
one way or
system
another.
sucks,
Yeah.
You know. So that's the other thing. All right, let's shift over to Eagles. The idea of training camp when you're installing a new offense is that it's not going to look pretty. It's why you have practice and why you have training camp. And it drives me insane that we treat training camp and practice like it's a full-fledged game. Like there's perspective. Do we not have perspective?
No, not only because the fans themselves, and I don't mean to like sound like I'm ripping on the fans, but they want that stuff. They want to hear that Jalen Hurts is picking apart the defense in training camp. They're hungry for it. There's a market for it. I wish there weren't. You know, I'm not there tracking the incompletions that Hurts throws or the sacks that Jalix Hunt is getting in practice. I mean, you got to pay attention, and it's a little bit instructive, but it's not the be all and end all that we're making it out to be. Especially given the nature of the practices, right? It was one thing back in the day, and you know this. You were around the team back when Andy Reid was holding 2-a-days, and the practices were 2 hours long, and it was first team defense against first team offense, and let's see what T.O. does against Lito or Sheldon in absolute game-like conditions.
Yes.
The Eagles aren't approximating that now. They want to keep their guys healthy, and I understand that. That it works for them. It has worked for them over time. But let's not is who he is pretty much by this point. We're going to learn how well he handles the Sean Mannion's offense by like week 3 of the regular season. That's when to pay attention, not now in practice.
No, and you're
Do you think it's other fans? Like, I hang out at the bar. I feel like it's a lot of the radio guys, the guys on Twitter creating this, and they help create it. Because when I'm out at the bar, I mean, we're like, so Stowers is a piece of commentary because everyone's like, man, I haven't heard anything about him.
Well, because he's getting blanketed.
Right. But we have these people who track if there's complete passes, if it hit the ground. Like, I don't really know anybody who cares about that, but it's the social media, it's the radio guys on social media who are always pounding you with it and pounding you with it.
It's more tangible, though, than just how does a guy look? You know, BG, like I get asked that, like, have you been to training camp? How's the offense look? And I'm like, well, I was there the first day, and then I went on vacation for a week, so I don't know. but people do want to know how the offense and defense is looking. And in theory, if you can say, well, Jalen Hurts went 6 for 7 in 7-on-7s, and every pass was to Devontae Smith in stride, that's more tangible and more, detailed than just saying, oh, it looked okay. So I think there is a hunger for it. I'm not sure that, look, I think Twitter drives way too much of the discussion we have around sports and politics and all that stuff. But that's a whole different conversation. But I do think people on Twitter are hungry for this, and Twitter has become the place where everybody measures, and by everybody I mean like a lot of media outlets measure what should we be covering, what kind of content should we be providing, so they provide this.
I know. It's why I'm partial to our Fran Duffy, because Fran translates practice. Like, practice needs to be translated. Like, hey, we're working on third down today. Today, the offense is on third down. So our simulation is everything's 3rd and 7 or longer, or 3rd and 6 and longer. And therefore, what you're seeing is what we're trying to work on to get a first. Like, not like stats, like, especially with the way this is. Like, this is complete. They're changing verbiage. So the verbiage is different. They're moving the pocket. Like, they haven't even gotten to what their 2-minute offense is. Like, to put in a new offense, I don't think people realize, like, football is complicated. As much as we say, oh, it's overcomplicated. It really is complicated. Like, you got 11 guys that are trying to achieve something, and the way the NFL is now, where you're trying to get answers from the defense, you got all kinds of movement. You got a snap count. You got responsibilities. You got dummy routes. Like, it's a lot. Like, and this is why you have a training camp.
Yeah, but everything now, and we all know this, everything when it comes to sports coverage, news, sports news, is the 6 inches in front of your face, like Pacino says in Any Given Sunday. It's not, what is this going to mean down the road? It's not, whatever is happening today might be different 3 weeks from now. Nobody thinks about it in those terms. Everybody is just, here's what's happening right this instant, and this must be what things are going to be like forevermore. And then when things are different, people deal with that reality in the moment. It's insane. I don't know how people live their lives like that.
And I think we're a city. I mean, better than anyone from sports radio. When things are going bad or negative, that seems to get the most fervor interaction.
I know.
So
I know.
there are certain guys who are covering the Birds who their tweets get a lot of traction because they say negative stuff pretty regularly. And I think that's just the nature of it.
Yeah, it's like everything else, right? Like the intensity of the content you are providing is paramount, whether it's good or bad, right? You can't, it's a cliche now, but the whole like nuance thing doesn't move the needle.
Right.
You need to say that Caitlin Clark needs to come out and support this political candidate, or you need to say Caitlin Clark is the worst thing that ever happened to the WNBA. You can't just be like, I don't know, can't you just play basketball? Like that doesn't get you anywhere. It does in the attention economy.
But and you wonder, and you honestly, there's almost like we live in parallel worlds, right? There's a virtual digital world, which is, online and social media. And there's almost like a real world where, because here's the other thing. Yeah, people are on the phones all day, but there's a small percentage of people that are locked into Twitter like this and see everything. It's not as big as I think people think it is.
No, I agree with you. I say this all the time, cuz like there are certain people who I keep in mind when I'm writing about or talking about sports. And look, I know, Philadelphia's got tons of absolutely hardcore sports fans, but I also keep in mind somebody like, I don't know, my next door neighbor who just like gets frustrated about the Phillies. Like he's not diving into OPS. He's just watched the Phillies all his life.
Right. That's the majority of the population.
Right, exactly. He can see that Trey Turner's like feeling it at shortstop and he gets frustrated about that. Or I think about my aunt who loved Jimmy Rollins and Chase Utley back in the day just because she loved the way that they played.
Yeah.
And those people could, they follow sports too, and you want to reach them as well. You don't want to just be about the people who are looking at their phone all day and think they're the general manager of the Phillies or the Eagles.
Yeah. No, dude, I'm with you. Hey, real quick, because Danny D's here and you're here, I want to bring this up because it was really interesting. You wrote that column a couple of weeks ago. I said that at one point Danny will be here. It just so happens that he came in today and you're on today. It's your Wednesday. So
you brought in a ringer to yell at me about my writing. I get it.
I would never do that. I'm a fan of your writing.
I know. I'm kidding.
So go ahead. Let's start. Just to
refresh.
Go ahead,
Danny. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go back to your column and then.
Yeah. No. The piece was about the divide. And I know Danny works at Penn Charter, and Penn Charter isn't involved in the PIAA, but his perspective would be great anyway. The piece was about the divide between public schools and private, charter schools in competing for state championships among Pennsylvania high schools. For people who don't follow it closely, they're all kind of lumped together. Privates play against publics for the most part. There are some schools that aren't in the PIAA. And a lot of the public schools don't like this. They feel like it's unfair because private, charter, Catholic, parochial schools can draw their student and student athletes from anywhere, basically. and public schools have to draw from their own areas. And that's basically what this comes down to. And they feel like it's unfair. And there's a bill in the Pennsylvania House that would change this, that would separate the privates from the publics. And it's a big point of contention among high school sports in the state. So my piece was just kind of down the middle and, giving both sides of the whole thing. And I'd be curious what Danny thinks.
Yeah, obviously I've been a part of PHLY for as an athletic director until last year. I was always a part of PHLY at Roman and then at St. Joe's Prep. My beef with the other side is it's really about two sports when it comes down to it. It's not because the public schools dominate baseball, they dominate soccer, they dominate, for a majority, field hockey, and they're winning lacrosse at 80% clips, right? What it really comes down to is two sports. It's basketball and football, which the Philadelphia public and private have, started to dominate a little bit. Mm-hmm. The other side is, like when I was at St. Joe's Prep, we lost the state championship in football. We played against schools. Now, I know it's different, but like they'll have a radius of 40 miles around their school. They'll have 6,000 kids, right? Where a Roman Catholic or a Newman who just, won football state championship recently have 600 students, right? So there's a 10x multiplier on students and also facilities, right? Like I was at Roman, I was at St. Joe's Prep. To have facilities and to have a feeder system of these grade schools that feed into you is also a great advantage that I think they like to forget about sometimes. Is like, we have no facilities. We have to travel to go to practice, to travel back. So there's a large sacrifice there that I think gets forgotten about, or, they have, state-of-the-art facilities. Like the state championships at Cumberland Valley, it's unbelievable. I mean, like their facilities it's like a college campus. And I understand that there is ways to pull people from different areas. But I remember when I was at St. Joe's Prep, I did it just for my own purposes. I did a radius of 20 miles around our school. And I know the Jersey thing was a big hit, but every kid on our roster was within a 20-mile radius of our school. So if we had a 40-mile radius around like certain public schools, and I understand there's a river and there's different states. So I understand their point. It definitely is an advantage. I think there's advantages on the other side that they like to forget about at times. They like to say, hey, let's focus on that they can get kids from Cherry Hill to go to St. Joe's Prep or Roman or Newman or, things like that. So I do think it is an advantage, but I also think there's advantages that they like to forget about when they're making their point.
All right, so let me take the other side, just because I could play either side here, having reported about this and talk to people about it. Number one, you're right about St. Joe's Prep's facilities right now. I think the $74 million donation you got from an alumnus might go a long way to equalizing that. Number one. Number two, you're right. You are absolutely correct, Andy, about that for a lot of the public schools, this is about football and boys and girls basketball, because those are the highest profile sports, right? Those are the one that people who don't even go to those schools are really paying attention to. And in the other sports, the public schools do tend to do much better, if not dominate. But I think the public schools are looking and saying, well, the trend is heading towards the privates, right? Like Father Judge has has developed a tremendous baseball program. I think they won the state championship last year or the year before.
Yeah, 2 years ago, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the publics see the privates coming in that regard. Because let's be honest, the trend in education now is choice. It is what school is best for my son or daughter. Is it a private school? Is it a public school? And I say this as a parent of two boys who were sending them to public schools because my wife and I think that's what's best for them. And they're not playing varsity athletics. They're not going to play for CB West when they get there. And as far as the radius that a public school can draw from, yeah, a school district like North Penn, one of the biggest in the state, has an incredibly big radius to draw from. I would argue that the public school people would argue, is that as much of an advantage compared to a private school being able to go anywhere it wants to go and pinpoint a kid and say, is there something we can do to get that kid to come to our private school? And this takes us into the home realm of recruiting, which is a whole nother discussion, right? And that's really the hot button issue about this is, public schools will complain that the privates recruit, even though under PIAA rules, they're not allowed to.
Yeah, I mean, but, like look, I'm not in it right now, so I can, I'm not a PIW.
Mhm.
Everyone's doing it, right? Public schools are recruiting, private schools are recruiting. I know,
Public schools recruit. Don't get it twisted.
So like,
All right, I know for a fact a public school football coach actively recruiting. Like they recruit.
yeah, and that
So
happens.
it's not like, oh, look at the poor public schools. They don't do anything. It's the bad Catholic schools that go after all the players. Not true.
They recruit. There's also
I got 2 boys too.
and like there's
And
addresses.
they're parochial school kids.
I've been around it. Like it doesn't happen to the level, but people, move to different zip codes all the time, right? Like
Sure.
I'm not going to put any school on blast, but I know intimate situations where I know families that got an address to be a part of a district or, able to make
the address. Like I know one coach was like, "No, we're good."
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, I understand it is an advantage. I think they kindly forget the advantages that they have, and I think it evens out at times. Like, and there's a big misconception. And I even thought before I got the prep, it's like, oh, they just, kids can just come here. It's like, no, people are making big sacrifices. People are spending a lot of money. People are spending on top of their tax money. They're paying to live. They're paying an extra 25 grand.
Dude, it's brutal. Like as someone
What you're talking,
it's brutal, man.
Yeah, well, what you guys are talking about is like the layers of this, right?
Yeah.
Like we can talk about public versus private, but even on the private parochial side, there's the prep and LaSalle and the branding that they have compared to maybe everybody else in the Catholic League, and the resources that those two schools have, and you can have a real discussion about the power that those two institutions have compared to a Roman or a Ryan or Newman Goretti.
Yeah, they're independent opposed to being a part of a diocese, right? Like the Archdiocese is, a group of schools, right? So they're governed by, Prep and LaSalle are, governed by their boards and their independent schools in that way. Look, I hear the public schools. My biggest thing is you don't hear the Catholic schools complaining that they've only won 2 baseball championships in the last however since they've joined, or lacrosse, right? Like LaSalle won this year, but historically, like that's the second one, public or private one. It's a big sport. They haven't been able to win it. It's dominating. No one's saying it's not fair that they have all these facilities and they dominate the other sports. It's about football and basketball.
It is. And your point about the other sports, whether it's, and particularly like individualized sports like track and field or wrestling, where an individual athlete at a private school should probably have the opportunity to compete, in the state championships against all the other great individual athletes in that respective sport, right? Totally get that. This is really interesting. Like, I'm fascinated by this. This is one of those things, guys. We spend so much time at the Inquirer, at PHLY, WIP 97.5, Twitter, like talking about the pro teams in town.
Yeah.
And high school sports, like people, like the best night of basketball of the year.
He's on the board.
Yes.
Is the Catholic League semifinals and finals. Those 2 nights at the
Without a doubt.
They are insane. And we don't spend enough time as a region and a community talking about this stuff. It's something that the parents and the alumni of those schools and people connected to it, it's something they really care about. And I'm writing about it today with this terrible situation that's going on with the Cheltenham football program.
Oh yeah, that's
hazing.
awful. Yeah,
To your point, we have Todd who's on the show all the time. We even him have texted. I told him to do a documentary on it. It's like this historic venue, the Palestra, and it's kind of fallen off. And this high school event is what is keeping it moving.
Dude,
and how many pros and Division I athletes have played in that event? Like I ran it for the last 7 years. I'm still like involved in an advisory capacity, but it sells it like the last 3 years. It sold out weeks before. Like you can't once they go on sale, it's selling out. A 9,000 plus arena. And it's elite.
It's crazy. No, I did a video commentary about this a few months ago for the Inquirer. Like, you think of the Palestra now, nobody's thinking of a Big 5 doubleheader.
Yeah.
They're thinking of the Catholic League.
That's right.
Boys semifinals, and then the boys and girls championship games. That's what what brings the juice back to that place.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're on this, man. I love it. I love it because it needs attention. And the local, what we produce. Look,
Yeah.
if we're the sports region, which we are, right? It matters here. We always talk about it. Well, look what it produces. I mean, look around
Right.
baseball, right? Like the rookie of the year is Kevin McGonigal from here, right? Like, look at these drafts. Look at, the NFL, all the kids between PA and Jersey playing big time Division I and being now in the NFL. Hockey, look at the kids now locally. You're getting kids that are drafted. 2 kids from South Philly got drafted. Like, it's awesome.
So we got 2 super chats that are related. Stevie G's $2 super chat says he knew a Pennsbury hoop coach who recruited from Trenton. And Durman 1984 $10 super chat says Coatesville football's getting a 3-star quarterback who moved, quote, from Harrisburg. You don't hear a word. It goes both ways. They just cry because it's easy.
Look, I'm not going to say any schools, but I do know it happens, right? And again, the rules are super gray and people are always going to find workarounds, and that's the end of the day. But I don't think splitting it is the answer. I think it waters it down. I think you want to have the best of the best. Me and Anthony talk about it all the time. You want to have, or maybe you find a way where they meet at the end, right? There has to be something where you're playing each other. You don't want to have 10 states.
I like meeting at the end. I think
maybe
good.
you do a public bracket and a private bracket and they have a championship at the end. Like maybe that's the solution, but just completely dividing them, I'm 100% out on. And I don't have a school in the race anymore, right?
Yeah.
I can take myself out of it and be very transparent and honest about it. And I think that isn't the solution. And I think, the new leader of PHLY, Mark Byers, is a really smart guy. And I think he'll figure it out and we'll see how this all shakes out.
It's a fun topic. It really is.
My brother, I love the fact you're on this stuff. You're so provocative. It's so good. You're incredibly smart. And that's why I love to read you and listen to you on Saturdays.
Thanks, man.
Anything going on we need to know about, promote?
No, I don't think so. We're in the, finished, like the edits on the Rocky book. I'm going to show it again, are completely finished.
Oh, I love it.
So
look at that.
November 10th. I was actually going around the city yesterday. I went to Pat's. I went to the old corner where the Atomic Hoagie Shop was. I went to the statue at the Art Museum and recorded some videos and took some photos that I'm going to send out on social media to try to promote the book. I'm going to be doing more of that kind of stuff and, setting up tour stuff. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love it. We love you, buddy.
All right. Thanks, guys. Danny, thanks, man. Good talk.
Great conversation. Appreciate it, brother. You're the best.
All right.
Mike
See you guys.
Silsky on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Coming up, a treat on a rainy day. Woo-hoo. A rainy day treat. Look who comes into the studio from the rain. Who made his way from Bristol. That's right. Da-da-da, da-da-da. The great Kevin Negandhi, in town on business, will join us live coming up in just a second. But first, a word from our friends. Let's talk about the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. The perfect way to come hang out and everything else you got is on the app. You have baseball, right? You can live bet. You got football futures. I was excited because I saw the top 25s out. All that stuff, college football futures, win totals, it's all right on the app. Check it out. Make your downtime fun time. BetPark's the only online casino that we ever recommend. Right now, great new offer for new casino users. Get up to $500 bonus back, plus 250 bonus spins on the hot online slot game, Sahara Riches Collectum. How about that?
Love it.
Play real casino games for real money, bet on sports right on your phone. BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. BetParks.com is all the details. It's going to be 21 PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, now let's talk about TrueMark Credit Union. One of the great financial institutions is, of course, our friends at TrueMark. I mean, Kelly Body is the CEO of TrueMark Credit Union. Fantastic. And they got something you're going to love. It's called the Everyday Elite Visa Credit Card from TrueMark Credit Union. We're talking about the 4% cash back on eligible everyday purchases, gas, takeout, basketball tickets, right? Like, think about it. And for a limited time, new cardholders get a 0% introductory APR on purchases for the first 12 months, then 17.99% APR. After that, more cash back, less catch. Apply today, TrueMark.com. Stop by to any of TrueMark Credit Union's 24 branch locations. Rates based on credit worthiness, 4% cash back, eligible purchases, bonus categories capped annually. Restrictions apply. Visit TrueMark.com for details. Insured by the NCUA. And now, let's welcome in from the rain. Look him, he's back home. I look at him, ever handsome. He's back home where he belongs, even if it's just for a day. All the stars are out, and here he is. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Hometown hero, hometown hero, Kevin the
The great
Blind, from Temple to ESPN.
All right, there he is, Kevin.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Hey, thanks for filling me in. Obviously me just saying, hey, I'm in town, and you just found a way to get me on the show. So thank you.
Are you nuts?
Well,
I mean,
listen, I don't know if you
whenever
bumped
you want.
anybody.
we bumped Franny Films, and he's happy to do it. He's going to
Okay.
be on tomorrow.
All right.
So we're fine.
Okay.
And he's glad to do it. The fact that you're in, you don't come in often.
I don't.
And when you're in, it's so great to see your face. Oh my God,
It's good to
the
be
best,
here. It's
man.
good to be here. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I've been talking to you about this for the last week, and then the fly in this morning, and I'll be back, flying back to Connecticut tonight.
Yeah.
We'll flip this around. The reason why I'm in town, I'm doing a one-on-one with Mike Gansey, the new Sixers president.
I spilled the beans already.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
figured
I
I'd promote
appreciate
it.
that. No, listen, that helps us. People are going to be watching. So
Right.
It'll be great.
When it will air? When does it
I
air?
think the goal is for it to air tomorrow on a variety of platforms, Sports Center, NBA Today. I'm sure, First Take will take a snippet. So people will take. So we're good with that.
listen, the Sixers, this is the greatest thing in the world, though. The Sixers are the biggest story in America.
Hey, listen, get ready for that, because it's going to be that way in October. It's going to be that way in November. It'll be like that in January when we're wondering what's going on. Do they like each other? It's going to be like that in March and April. Where are they physically? So I think that's going to be a big storyline. We'll see in what kind of manner and tone we're talking about the Sixers.
Right.
That plays a huge role. Do they get along? Where are they? Who's actually playing? Those will be conversations.
Yes, Joel.
Yeah.
Who's playing, Joel?
I saw the Brown now stream. He seems like he said he's hungrier now than ever to win. He's talking about, he's buying and he felt disrespected by, Boston and the fans. And he really wants to prove that he's a winner. So he's saying the right things right now. So I'm excited about all the little breadcrumbs are being dropped right now are positive.
But he dropped 7 pounds, he said, too.
Yes,
so
7
he can
pounds.
run
He can
with
run.
LeBron and Tyrese.
I mean, he's doing the Twitch stream with his Sixers jersey on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is awesome, man.
Especially where they were 2 months ago
Right.
on that same stream,
Yes.
and he's just disrespecting the Sixers. So it is so funny how this all works out.
Yeah.
VJ's on a podcast. They ask him about his expectations. He's like, championship. That's all we're talking about.
That's
right
good.
now.
That's good.
It is good.
We were talking about in April when I was in here about should they try to make a playoff push or tank to get out of the playoffs.
Isn't that crazy?
Imagine that. April.
Isn't that crazy?
I was so worried about what you would do with Tyrese Maxey, right? Because when you're stuck with George and Embiid, 2 dead weight contracts in that sense.
Yeah.
And you had Maxey and VJ.
Yep.
I didn't see the intersection.
Yep.
Until Gansey
Yeah.
lands Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. And I think a lot of credit has to go to Bob Myers.
Yes.
He came in, understood what they had to do. And by the way, Bob's the type of guy, too. He was the guy that helped the Commanders, one of the Eagles' rivals, when Josh Harris brought him in and said, hey, we got to figure this out. We need some stability. Bob's one of those guys, you get him in a room with anybody, he relates to everybody, but he also calls you on your BS. For him to affiliate himself with this Sixers organization and then bring in Gansey, who's watched a lot of things in Cleveland, and he's not fazed by anything. And you have Jameer Nelson in the mix, too. I think all that plays a role. I do want to acknowledge, too, Josh Harris, I think, gave the green light on all this. I think he got fed up. I think the ups and downs of where this team was for them to come back and beat the Celtics, then, I mean, just look awful against the Knicks. I think that up and down experience said, I've had enough. We've got to do something.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Why would you not relight? You get a chance to get Jaylen Brown.
Totally.
Right? Like, you look what you've done for your ticket prices.
Yep.
For all of your merch. Like the black jerseys
Yes.
are going to, that's the Christmas present.
It is.
For 2026.
It really is. It really is.
27.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting who's playing on Christmas Day while you're wearing the jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be a huge.
Think about
It'll
that.
be a huge
For the
discussion.
First time, the
Yeah.
NFL may, I don't think they'll lose.
No, but
I don't know.
In Philadelphia.
in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we'll win.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like what Kevin just said, to Jameer Nelson, bringing him up and giving a promotion, he's been if you really read all the articles, he's been in all these conversations. People mention him because, he's played at a high level. He's been around it. He's well respected. I think he's bringing a lot of cachet to all this that is kind of getting overlooked in this. I think he's been a really big piece. And, yeah, I mean, all the guys love him, and it's really been.
He's been talking to family members and stuff to help recruit people. He's been on it,
And Gansey said last night, he said the second they got Jaylen Brown, he called Rich Paul. It was like, you interested now? He said in the Phillies broadcast, he said, are you interested now? And they were like, yeah, let's talk.
Yeah.
Well, the day before the Brown trade, LeBron already had made a decision. That's what was going on. I think Rich had talked about that. Like, they already knew where they were going. And then once that trade happened, it changed the entire outlook of the East. Okay, pause. What are we going to do now? I mean, I don't know any scenarios, but I mean, can you imagine like if the Celtics would have acquired Giannis in the Jaylen Brown trade, and then LeBron's like, well, why don't I go to Boston?
Mm-hmm.
Like, right? Why don't we figure this whole thing out?
Because that was one of the things that they thought about was Boston.
And all teams were on the table considering what he took salary-wise.
Yep.
He wasn't pushing himself out on, hey, I'm asking for this amount of money.
Yeah.
So, like, think about it. Like, if you're the Lakers, too, like, this guy wanted to leave your organization so bad. He's taking the minimum
like
at $4 million
$70
a year. It's unbelievable. Well, and we all know that there was some rumblings on that relationship with him and Luka, and who wanted it and who wanted to be a part of it, and the idea of, hey, can we run together as a big three? And then also playing in the West, that played a huge role here because, listen, when you look on the other side, you don't have the young guns to run against the Thunder and the Spurs.
No.
So.
No, like, you're capped, and I'm with you. They never really fit.
No.
For a brief period, with LeBron being the facilitator, it kind of clicked.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm excited about it here, because on the floor, him as a facilitator is actually perfect.
It is. It absolutely is. And any given night, he's like, I can drop 30 if I have to drop 30.
Yep.
I mean, he averaged 21 per, 7 assists. His IQ, the one thing, you could have any issues with LeBron James, which I still don't understand why anybody does. But you could have any issues with LeBron James. The one thing you could never argue with LeBron in any discussion was his IQ.
Never.
I mean, every time he's on the floor, he understands what everybody's role is. And so for me, I look at it the next 2 years is grad school for Tyrese and VJ.
Yes.
Right? You get the education that's going to help you for the next 10 to 15 years of your career because you're picking it up right now with LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron, you.
Understanding how to play, understanding what to do in situations, understanding championship basketball, and what it takes in like, hey, we'll ramp it up. Once March and April come around, it's completely different. You go in that dark mode, right? Like all that stuff plays a huge role in the development of these guys down the road when we move on in a few years.
Which is why it was so nuts when Draymond was like, if I'm VJ's agent, I'm upset, he's going to lose. So it's like, come on.
But also,
he's learning from the best.
And I know we're talking about VJ and Maxey right now, but Joel, I mean, he's never had this, right? I mean,
never.
To have like a professional that is going to hold you accountable and,
I hope he likes that.
I mean, but look, it's happening. It's going to happen, right? So like for the first time since we started this process, he's going to be checked, and he's going to be, there's going to be someone that is the main guy that people are going to look to, and I think I think it's going to be great for him. I think it's well overdue. It's been years and years coming, and now we finally have it.
He has to be receptive to it because I think all of us believe it's going to be great for him. he has to be receptive to it because of, listen, when you come into the league the way he came into the league, 2 years of not playing and a lot of losses, and they never surrounded him, which was the biggest mistake with a veteran. I go back 40 years to Charles Barkley. The best thing for Charles Barkley was have Moses Malone say,
Yes.
you're fat,
Right.
get in shape, I'll work out with you. This is how we do things. They never had that with Joel. It got to a point where it's like, whatever you want, Joel. And when you don't have a developed culture of understanding what to do, you create a lot of habits that could haunt you down the road. Now, what I saw from Joel when they brought in Jimmy Butler was he wanted somebody.
Yeah, he was crazy.
And he got that guy.
Yeah.
And then I think he wanted, hey, Ben, join me. And Ben was like, no, I'm not. And Ben was probably the worst type of guy to have with Joel when they were developing together.
Yeah, horrible.
The one thing I appreciate with Joel over the last few years is how he's treated Maxey.
Yeah.
He's never, ever made it about you versus me. It's, hey, you can help me. So that makes me think that this could work.
I agree.
Good point.
The question will be this, though. I feel bad for Nick Nurse because the question will be, we're going to see it in November and December. There's going to be a drawn-up play with 10 seconds to go, and who has the basketball in their hands and who takes the shot?
Well, to me, that question is LeBron has the ball in his hands, and who takes the last shot? Whoever LeBron passes it to.
Right.
Fair.
Because he's
How will
going to
that be
see it
received?
by the big fella. I get you.
How will that be
Although,
received?
remember at the end, now I know he was gassed, but you remember the end of the Boston series, who was tucked away in the corner?
Yep.
Fair.
Big fella.
That's completely fair. The most important thing, too, the accountability of inside the locker room, the accountability of your health.
Yeah.
Because and I think Joel gets it. I think Joel wants this deep down. The idea that you're going to get called out if you're not in shape at any point in the season, I think that'll play a role. I think that'll play a big role. Hey, you can't tell us what to do if you're not coming in the right shape. And I think a message has been sent to Joel. That has to happen, especially if you want to run with these four dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because they're going to run.
They're going to run.
Do you
We're gonna be
think
out.
we see it? Because when Tyrese is working out at 5:30, it's one thing, and then VJ, that's cute to young guys. But now when LeBron's with, do we see him beat at 5:30 workouts now?
Maybe not 5:30, but you're going to see him in shape.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see Joel in
Take
shape.
him being around and shoot around.
You know what I'll take? I'll take Embiid in March. That's what I want. So the first 25, I think we talked about, the first 25 games are going to be insanely chaotic as these guys figure each other out.
Great word.
And we all know NBA egos, right? And a lot of guys figuring everything out. Then you go through the dog days of January where no one's paying attention and dudes are on road trips in LA and they basically hate each other, right? They're not talking to each other. Where are you going to be in that 25 game group? And then can you come out in the final 30 games to ramp up for the NBA playoffs? Because that's a completely different beast. Completely different.
You nailed it. The whole rhythm to it, you nailed it. There's one thing that can derail them besides that factor, which is the personality factor. You got to get somebody that can rebound.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Here's the truth, right? Like, LeBron's going to be capped to how many games he's going to play.
Yeah.
Embiid, you know, is going to be capped to how many games he's going to play.
Yep.
Right? So I got no doubt that Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and VJ will go up and down the floor because Jaylen Brown you count on, Maxey you count on, and VJ obviously. So they're going to go up and down the floor and they're going to score. Like this team offensively will be potent.
Yep.
But can they D up and can they board?
Yep.
That'll be that's the only thing.
Yeah, and I love the bench, right? It's a scoring bench, though. It's not
it is.
It's not
well.
Like I love, and I'm excited to see Maxey and Jalen with that second unit spread around, all the shooting. But the question is going to be, can they rebound, right? Who's going to play in the middle? Who's going to be that guy? And I think they know they need to make a
their
move.
perimeter defense too. Like that was never good.
Yeah,
especially how old they're going to be. Like, and you look.
Listen,
for-
Pope's good on perimeter defense. That's a big improvement.
For all the stuff that we criticized Paul George, he was fantastic in that Celtics series when it came to perimeter defense.
He was.
And dropping a 3.
He was.
And I think that's the Celtics are like, hey, we could use
Yeah, I was
this.
gonna say. I think that. Thank God he got that PED where he was fresh going in that series.
Exactly. Yeah, that 25 games off completely changed how he was and how he approached things. But to your point, like I don't think they're done tinkering. I think we're going to see some more LeBron guys eventually. The way the season goes on who's on this team and who's not.
The beauty is you got a deadline, and at the deadline, you need a big, you need a rim protector.
Yes.
Listen, they're all going to, whatever they can do, they're going to do over the next 2 years.
Yep.
Because it's not just this year. You also got to run it back, and he's playing next year, and they're going to look at it and try to win it.
Yep. As they should.
Yeah.
No, without question. It's exciting. I'm warning everybody who follows the Sixers, just understand that it is a completely different beast. It's completely different to the point where you've never been on a ride like this before. Just stay here. Do not go here. Do not go here. If you go here and here, you're going to be completely wiped out.
And you're talking about Philadelphia.
I know.
We're talking the most dramatic city in the planet.
Just try to stay here for the most of it.
All right. We're going to take care of some business.
Yeah.
Coming up, I want to talk birds.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We'll throw some Phillies in there. And college football, the top 25's out.
Great.
I was
Let's go.
Danny D freaking out, man. He and I.
Count me in.
All right. First, a word from our friends. Let's talk about Rita's. You're looking for the perfect way to cool off this summer? Oh, check out this new flavor. Shirley Temple Italian Ice. Tastes just like the classic drink you grew up with, and you want to take it to the next level? Add the Shirley Sparkle topping for a little extra fun. And while you're there, grab the limited edition Shirley Temple cup, snap a photo, post it on social media, and you can win free Ritas for a year. But don't wait. This flavor is only around for a limited time. This is the VG flavor.
And Joel Embiid. We love it.
And McNabb.
Oh, yeah.
McNabb. I
Winners
was at a
all
restaurant with Donovan, and Donovan ordered a Shirley Temple at the restaurant.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Fine Italian restaurant I was at. And he didn't know that Rita's has it now. He'd be all over it because it's amazing. Download the Rita's app to find your nearest location. Order ahead. If you're a new app user, you'll even get a free small treat for signing up. The gelati, it's incredible. So many flavors to mix and match. The combos are endless. Treat yourself to a scoop of happiness this summer. Rita's Ice Custard Happiness. Be cool. Go to Rita's. All right. Let's talk about Rothman. Whether you're grinding through the rec league playoffs, chasing your kids around the yards, just feeling the aftermath of a workout, pain does not have to be part of the routine. Rothman Orthopedics keeps every type of athlete moving. Pros, college standouts, young athletes, and yes, the weekend warriors like us who make our community go. We're at the gym yesterday. I'm watching my kid bench 275.
Whoa.
And I'm going, I tried. I couldn't get up. And my little one does 155.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. Rothman, hello. I'm going to strain something. RothmanOrtho.com/PHLY. Use the fast scheduler to connect with Rothman's VIP scheduling team. They're going to match you with the right specialist for your specific injury. All right, check it out. They have Rothman Now, which is around-the-clock virtual access. Don't push through the pain. Visit RothmanOrtho.com/PHLY. Get back to doing what you love, pain-free. All right, birds. So we had this conversation with Sealski, with Mike. The way we look at training camp is insane. Like, I get it. Like, nobody's more thirsty for football than I am. I get thirsty.
Nobody.
In March.
Which is healthy. The stupidest thing in the world is a guy at a radio station that puts out stats daily. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It ticks me off every single time. I don't follow the guy, or at least maybe I mute him. But when it pops up, I'm like, this is so dumb. This provides no context on what they're installing today and what they're trying to accomplish today. It's the dumbest thing, and that it continues to be discussed drives me crazy.
We look at things like there's a reason why you're installing a new offense.
Yes.
Right? Like a new offense. Oh, the Eagles struggled today. Well, yeah, they worked on third down.
Exactly.
Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
They're changing verbiage, right? You're changing so much. This is why you have practice. This is the purpose of training camp.
Yes.
Motion. All that goes into install.
And you're a week into it.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing?
The first time you put on pads.
Yes, it drives me nuts. Now, like, listen, we've all grown up where you read the Daily News and you're like, oh, that guy, I trust this reporter's eyes. He looked good with his passes. Okay, I don't need. He was 9 of 12
Right.
and he made 3 across the middle and his accurate. And I'm like, shut up.
I know.
It really ticks me off.
I know.
And I got some good nuggets from Vic though. What he said. He said Makuba and Trotter have improved. He said
Kuba's
Trotter.
big.
He said Trotter is the best he's ever seen him.
Trot.
He said Ubar, Bernard, and Worrow are light years away, so don't get too excited. And he said
Well,
we got the better of the offense yesterday by a long shot. It's been that way the last 2 years, taking shots at the offense.
Look at that, man.
Vic taking shots.
Vic's competitive, man. I love that.
love
And the
it.
defense will always be ahead of the offense.
for sure.
Regardless of a new install or not, just because that's just how it is. But even this year, I wouldn't panic on anything.
Yeah,
right?
no, I love that.
You know?
By the way,
Get them
Lane
fired
hasn't
up.
even been here lately.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't think Landon is at
Landon's
practice
out
today,
today,
right? So,
yeah.
like, there's a lot of stuff that has to come together. It
Now,
pisses
I
me
will
off.
say there is a legitimate concern. We were talking about this earlier, and I'll bring this up to you. Tight end. They need another tight end.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they're like, I don't put a lot into this stuff, as you just got done saying. However, when your rookie tight end, who's supposed to be a pass catcher,
Yeah.
gets locked up
Mm-hmm.
by a third string guy,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Totally is a problem. But that's a problem to have in late July, early August,
Yeah.
right? That you have to figure it out. To me, more than anything else is let's see where we're at in 4 to 5 weeks. And we're not, Stowers is there because he down the road can develop and, of course, replace Dallas. Dallas is still there. So to me, more than anything else, we're going to figure this whole thing out. It means literally nothing. Now, down the road, if Dallas were to get hurt, then it's like, whoa,
Well,
where
no
are
one-
we?
no one-
Knowing
not
his injury,
history,
yes,
right?
yes.
His
50%
age, his history,
Yeah.
you got to upgrade Calcaterra.
That's another
you
thing.
got to
now.
upgrade. He can't block.
Yeah,
Yeah, he ain't
yes.
blocking me on the edge.
No,
No.
I don't understand the Calcaterra
no,
like.
Gosh, I don't know.
I don't understand it.
and it's not like he's Tyler Warren in the
Yeah.
catching the ball.
I don't understand it. I literally don't. I have never understood
And
it.
in
Why?
in this offense, the tight end is paramount. This offense,
It is.
like you need the tight. And Jalen's going to need it.
Yeah, perfect examples. Look what Kraft did last year. The minute he got hurt, that entire offense in the second half looked abysmal.
Yes.
Right? And Jordan Love didn't have his guy. So that's why they're
Listen,
okay
Ben
with
Johnson runs Chicago. You saw
yes.
what Loveland.
Loveland.
Did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need that.
You need it.
San
You need it.
Francisco,
So-
Minnesota.
Detroit with Laporta.
I mean, they all need. They all
All right.
need
Well,
it.
let's be a little patient with Stowers.
Yeah.
A little patient.
Yeah, I just need the upgrade from Calcaterra early on.
Yeah.
Like, let it develop. I'm talking about more like Stowers in relation to this year. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to need him this year. You can't. You got to let him breathe a little bit. Get somebody else.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Defense is going to be awesome.
Defense is
dude.
going to be really,
Yeah,
really
they're
good.
loaded.
Like,
We were just talking about they're so loaded.
like really good.
Jalix.
You know, and he's ready to take the next step. Jomo, I hold my breath every camp on an update, not the quarterback stats, on everybody healthy, especially in the defensive side, because we're starting to see these yesterday Jalen Walker with the Falcons, and you're just like, oh my God.
No, man.
That's the stuff that concerns me more than anything else.
Yeah.
Just get through camp defensively, health-wise.
And it's always the first 2 weeks. because
Yes,
it's
it
the
is.
First time you're kind of doing football every day.
Yep.
And that sport,
Yep.
you need, like, it's hard. You need an easy ramp on.
And we were just talking about with the cap, like it's hard to have depth everywhere, right? It's just so hard. I said for the first time in my lifetime, the Eagles have depth at linebacker, right? Which is
Crazy.
crazy to think about. We actually have
Crazy.
like 4 starting level linebackers, 5 maybe. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to have depth. So you really got to make sure you're healthy when it comes down.
To your point, too, and they let Nakobe Dean walk.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is unbelievable that they have depth at that position when they just let
Incredible.
one of their best players go.
Yeah. Green
Incredible.
Doc guy.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Incredible. All right. Luis Arráez, man.
Oh,
You
man.
are a baseball man.
I am. When I first, I started getting all these texts. How's he batting cleanup? And I was like, wait a second. Is Mattingly looking at this from a perspective where we are all old baseball guys, right? Cleanup in our mind means a certain thing. Is Mattingly looking at this as this is a 1 through 6 or a 1 through 7, and then I come back around, and then so for example, you want to get as many at bats to Harper as well as Schwarber, right? And then you have Arráez basically batting. So if you go through 1 through 7, then you can look at Arráez differently, right? And then suddenly Schwarber and Harper are batting in the 3rd and 4th spot the second time around. Bear with me here, as many baseball people look at breaking the lineup. Instead of 1 through 9, it's 1 through 7.
Yeah.
The Arráez stuff, I came back to one thing as that went through my mind. It's because, holy cow, this team just needs somebody reliable in the 4th spot, and somebody that they could trust. Whether it's a single or a double or a triple, it's not about power. You're going to trust, and you're not seeing Alec Bohm in that 4th spot.
That they're going to put the ball in play when you need to have it.
Without question. We have a guy that for years who was a natural 7th hitter, and he's been batting cleanup, and we've been banging our head on batting him cleanup for no reason.
Oh,
That's why that.
I'm with you. I'd like to talk about this because you are such a great baseball guy. I don't like it. All right. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
1 through 7.
I don't have to like it. It's just
Right.
understanding it.
Right. Like, I get it. I don't think that's a Mattingly call. I think the Phillies are an analytic organization.
There you go.
And I know that that's getting down from upstairs, and which I despise. All right. I do. I saw it with Charlie sometimes, like the fights that would happen. I didn't know all about it. This stuff. You try to rethink and reinvent the wheel. The issue is you have Crawford. I love Crawford 9, Arráez 1. Because, like, you said, like, once the game starts, It's about whatever order you're on. Those two match up.
Yeah.
Because Crawford gets on, he's still second. You got to knock him home.
Yeah.
You also you break up with Arráez, Turner, Harper, Schwarber. You got Schwarber behind Harper.
Protecting him.
Yes.
Finally.
And with Turner and Arráez in front of Harper and Schwarber, you got, 2-3 home run possibilities.
100%.
And Ribby possibilities.
Completely agree with you. I don't argue with that because that's how I envisioned it. It was Arráez, Turner, Harper, Schwarber.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, oh my God, finally Harper has somebody behind him to protect him.
Yeah.
Right?
You know who played it that way? The Red Sox played it that way. They got Sogard or Siegler, who are contact guys, that lead off.
Yep.
All right. Raphael's hitting 2.
Yep.
Abreu's hitting 3, and Contreras hitting 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like power guys 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I mean, contact guys 1 and 2.
I agree. I don't dispute it. Unfortunately, last night,
It worked.
hey,
it
look at that.
Anything would have worked against that pitching.
Against Palmquist.
That's
I
true.
mean, not for nothing. Our boys go up and go 2 for 4 against Palmquist.
You know what Arráez does bring, though? He brings juice.
Yes.
Even if it's a
I agree.
temporary juice.
Yes.
We needed juice because coming out of the All-Star break, it was like an extended hangover.
Flatlining.
Completely
Yes.
flatlining. And when
Agreed.
we flatline with the best of everything.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
it is all or nothing. And then it's a drought. He brings a certain juice.
You're so right. Like, it was fun. And the crowd, Like, where else in baseball is Luis Arraez getting that kind of ovation? What other city?
Yeah.
Like,
Meet him at the airport.
yeah, exactly. It's wild, man. We're in overtime, OT, in the city overtime. Let us know when you got to roll at like
Probably like 10 minutes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So real quick, Bohm, you moved everything around
Isn't that wild?
for Alec Bohm. This is why the Phillies drive me nuts.
I don't
This is why
understand.
they drive me nuts.
This is a guy that you wanted to potentially trade for the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at his WAR, you look at where he measures up with everybody, and you're moving everything for him. I still don't understand. I don't understand it.
Wouldn't you rather have De La Cruz playing in the outfield?
Without question.
Bryce doesn't have keep Bryce at first.
At one point, I
Like
was
Stott at third.
why was De La Cruz in the minors for this long anyway?
I don't think they know what they're looking at. I mean, if I be honest with you, I don't think they know what they're looking at. I think they're inept. I do. I think they're inept. The or the president of baseball operations, his biggest thing was picking a fight with the star player.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Which was ridiculous. Then it's like, Bichette. All right, I guess we'll go after Bichette. Like, there's no plan.
Yeah.
See how Gansey had a plan? A, B, C, D.
Yep.
Vision for his team. That's why I loved what he did, because he's got a vision.
Yep.
Where's Dombrowski's vision?
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
I don't understand.
And we talked about it, like the biggest, like I'm not in the trenches as far as the minor league system goes, but like I'm a high school athletic director. I saw Kevin McMonagle play. He's a local kid who's in your backyard, and you passed on him when he easily could have went to second, and you put Stott to third, and you know that could have been the vision. I know we were like a little crowd in the middle infield, but like you make it work. I mean, the kid is elite.
Yeah.
The kid's a great hitter.
He's an elite player.
Yep.
3 years ago, he's in your backyard. You could have saw him every day. It was his dream to play for you, and you just pass on him.
Yeah.
They've missed out on guys left and right in their own backyard.
And they
don't
not
know what
develop.
they're looking at.
And they don't develop. And
No.
that is the killer here, especially when you see, a team like the Dodgers. And no matter what, they spend above board. We understand that. But when they need to get a guy, they just open up their farm system and they develop.
Yes.
That's all they do.
And those guys they traded, they got in trades. Like they're fleecing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like they're developing guys. They're trading for the right guys.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like how the NFL perceives Howie Roseman.
Yes.
That's how the Dodgers are perceived by everybody else.
Yes.
Right? And now we get a taste of it like, oh my God, they're ahead of everybody.
Yes. All right, I got to get this in because I cannot wait, dude. I'm so excited. There's nothing I look forward to more in the fall than a football weekend.
Yes.
Right? I got my Thursday night game.
Yep.
And then Saturday, I spend Saturdays with Kevin every Saturday. I text him. I feel bad.
Don't ever feel
I
bad.
always bug you. I'm like, dude, how about that play?
Dude, don't ever feel bad.
It's never nothing. I love you kill it.
Oh, I
You
appreciate it, man.
absolutely kill- You're a great old Sports Center.
Thank you.
I love you in this. I just love you.
Thank
Your
you.
interviews are great, but like you talking college football with Bug, I'm like, I in all day long.
Appreciate that. Thank you. We have fun.
It's the best.
Yeah.
So and then like you got a Saturday, college football Saturday, and an NFL Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Monday night. It's my greatest joy, other than my children. All right. Top 25's out. Ohio State won.
Yeah. I mean, Jeremiah Smith. I think I mentioned this last week. Chris Henry.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Chris Henry Jr. That kid is going to be the next great Buckeye.
We talked about it last year on our radio show.
We have a show, Project NIL. Danny D and I on Fox.
We do so high school, college, we kind of talk about that. I saw him play in high school. I'm like, this kid as a sophomore, I'm like, I saw him at a showcase. I told Ann 2 years ago, I said, he's it.
He's it.
He
is it.
He's
man.
got it all.
It's unbelievable that Jeremiah Smith, that kid could have made the jump. He could have gone from high school to the NFL because physically he was so advanced.
And
right?
he was young. In this age where everyone's 19, he came in at 17.
Yes.
He's a freak.
Then you bring in Chris Henry, and you're just like, so to me, more than anything else, we're going to hear a lot of hype with Julian saying, Julian, just do your job.
Yes.
Julian will not win you a game. What will win you a game is can you be accurate and find those guys?
put it anywhere near them.
Totally right.
Completely.
Absolute specimens, both of them.
Oregon's loaded.
Loaded.
Oregon's loaded.
Can they win a big game? I know they're loaded, but they've.
I know. Listen, that's going to be the knock, and that's what we see from the
They got
quarterback.
humbled against Indiana.
You know.
Humbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First play of the game is in pick 6.
Yeah.
I texted you. I was like,
But I think that kid's really good.
he is.
Like,
Oh, he's
Dante Moore.
Just, I mean, I think he's so good.
And then God
He
forbid
is.
if he gets injured, they got future. They had a 5-star right behind him, and Raiola.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, Max.
Who knows what's going on with that? He may transfer out again halfway through.
Little family thing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Georgia.
Gunnar Stockton. Yeah. You know what Gunnar does? Gunner's a classic Kirby
Yeah.
quarterback, tough as nails. Just run the offense that we want. You know how to win. You know they're going to have, I think, dudes on the defensive front. I'm curious to see, like, with Georgia right above Texas, like, how that plays out, because the talent at Texas is incredible. I mean, the wide receiver, Jeremiah Smith, I just said, is the best wide receiver in the country. Literally right behind him is Cam Coleman.
Yeah.
Like,
Unbelievable. Yeah.
he is so good. And we got a little taste and an idea at Auburn, but Auburn couldn't get him the ball.
Yeah.
No, he's no
Excuse me,
quarterback.
consistently. Yeah.
Dude, I love Notre Dame, man.
I do too.
Notre Dame's good.
Notre Dame's really, really good. And it comes down to their quarterback.
Yeah.
And they threw him in the fire last year, I think, too early against Miami. Especially
Yeah,
when you had
like,
those
is
two
that
running
defense?
backs. Yeah. And you have those two running backs.
Right.
And you're on the road. Like, those two running backs should have had more than, like, a combined 10 touches. But I think that experience is going to make them really good. I think CJ Carr is really, really good.
I do too, man. I do too.
There's a reason why he's a favorite in the Heisman.
I agree. The one prediction, Price becomes the bell cow back in Seattle.
I could definitely see that.
I love Price.
Yes.
Because he was, listen, you're behind the best running back in the country.
Yep.
And he's got fresh legs.
Yeah, fresh. That's the key. Yes.
That was a great pick by
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you let Kenneth Walker walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Fighting Signetti's at 6.
His quote the other day was amazing.
Oh, he's the best.
He's the best.
And then they just got the linebacker back who's coming back for a 5th year because of that ruling in Colorado.
We were talking about it live. It happened like midnight. The ruling came out. We were on his 5
He's I love Hoover. I think Hoover is a completely different quarterback from we saw at TCU, and Signetti knows how to use them.
Yeah.
I think Hoover is incredible. Like, when you can go from what you experienced with Mendoza, you took him to the next level. And let's not forget what Signetti brings in. He brings in guys that say, hey, you've played everywhere else. We are not going to make a mistake. We don't make mistakes. Everybody else will. The Belichick kind of mindset. And they're 22, 23-year-old dudes. I love Indiana. Love Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, last year, average age for the entire team was 23.
Exactly.
Like, that's
Where you at with Oklahoma's 9?
I don't know.
I was like, they're high. That's top 10. I don't see it.
I don't see it.
They go on the magic of their quarterback and Mateer, but Mateer,
I don't like him.
he
doesn't throw. He doesn't have a great. He's like a listen, tough kid. Yeah,
Totally.
I know he had a hand problem, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I don't see it.
Yeah, they think their defense is going to be really good. They didn't help Mateer at all with a running game last year, and they think they can run. But I'm not into Oklahoma like everybody else.
You skip 7 and 8. I need some opinions. I'm trying to find a team in a couple.
No,
trying to find his team.
I mean, we only got a couple minutes. Kevin's he's got an interview to do. At 17, Matt Campbell.
Yep.
And the PSU Nets.
Schedule helps them.
I was gonna say schedule helps.
Schedule helps.
He's a great coach.
Yes.
You got a senior quarterback.
I think they flirt around that 12 to 15 range, maybe even peak in the top 10 because they're going to win games.
They are.
So we'll see. They're going to be in the mix.
They are going to be in the mix. And that's all you can ask for, especially transitioning to year one. That schedule really, really helps them tremendously. So I think they're going to be Penn State fans. The feeling that I think you had when this search was, what are we doing? What are we doing? And a lot of people were ticked off at Pat Kraft. He could not have landed at a better place to get the right guy, to get all those Iowa State guys transferring in, like 20 plus. So it'll be a very easy transition, and I think it'll be a style of football that Penn State fans want to see.
I agree, man. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I love Dick. I think he's a really good coach. This is not our college football style. All right.
I just love. I mean, you guys just like easy schedule for Penn. No mention of the Notre Dame schedule. They got one game against Miami on it.
Shut up.
No mention about the Notre
Don't
Dame.
go bandwagon, whoever your bandwagon squad's going to be.
What? Last year was Tennessee, right?
Georgia.
Georgia. 2 years ago was
It
Tennessee.
was Tennessee.
Yeah.
So you're going to stay in the SEC?
I'm down to 2 right now.
Okay, give me
What
him.
we down to?
Oh,
You're-
a reveal. I do a hat
It's
reveal.
it's Miami and Texas A&M because he wanted to know about 7 and
He
8.
wants to go Miami.
Yeah, he's going to go Miami.
He's going to go Miami.
He's totally
He's
going
not a
Miami.
Texas guy.
Yeah,
Texas.
Mensa's really good, man.
Everyone's
Bro.
raving about him, man.
Mensa's
You
really
know what's
good.
funny? I still hate Miami to this day.
Really?
I do. I have a Miami. I hate them.
I know the Duke staff, well, with Gabe down there, Gabe Infante, and they said that Mensa, they're like, he is.
Yeah, he's good.
Really, really.
And like, you don't see him play as much. So I'm like, yeah, but like, no. And now I'm reading about it, but they were telling me last year, like, he is a pro.
Yes.
that
He
Miami
is a
Notre
guy.
Dame game should be
Should be good.
good revenge game.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back to Catholics convicts.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we were kids.
91, 92.
I mean, like,
Yep,
it
yep.
was-
Like the convicts a little bit as football. You know, like
I
the
was,
Convicts
I
a
was,
little bit.
I was Notre Dame man.
Really?
Yeah.
I always Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, I always loved Miami.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I get it. Brown. We had Brown. I at least like the quarterbacks. We had a couple local kids play quarterback at Miami.
So my whole thing was Penn State was, the team,
Right.
right? My enemy is my friend. Miami against Notre Dame, because Penn State, if you're a Penn State guy in the 80s, you hated Notre Dame, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Miami was doing what Miami was doing in the early 90s against Notre Dame, it was like, I don't care as long as Notre Dame doesn't win.
That's true. I
Right?
always
That's how
viewed it
I.
because it was a triad because Penn State, Miami.
Oh, that.
They were the war.
Yeah,
so
the Wolves.
I was
Yeah.
like you. I rooted Penn State because
Yeah.
that was our local team.
Yeah.
So, but I rooted against Miami because of those wars.
Gotcha.
For me, Penn State, obviously local. My grandfather and all his friends were Notre Dame guys because of Italian. Catholic school. And so that's how I got tied into kind of both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can understand
the
Kevin's
Catholic
point.
school thing, you get brainwashed.
You really do.
You do. Listen, I'm a product of Catholic school. They say it.
I'm a product of Catholic school, and it was like 6 years here, and it was always Notre Dame,
Yes.
and I was like, what? No.
The only thing I have to say, I went there I spent 2 weeks, and Bob Davie was the coach.
Bob Davie.
And it was got to be
nice man, though.
Nice man.
Nice man. Very nice.
I was there for it was a little less than 2 weeks, and I was doing this big Notre Dame, like Notre Dame's back.
Yeah.
5,000 word
Yep.
piece. I was at practice every night. I was like, because he was practicing at night and on the golf cart, and and being around that campus for that long, I was just like, this place is magical.
It is magical.
It is.
No, there is something about the area, but it is only during football season because then it's just like it's like walk outside right now. It's like that.
Yes. Yeah.
From
Yes.
February all the way
Yes.
through like April, and you're like,
Yes.
what? I
Yeah.
don't understand. Like, yeah.
And since Bray's left, their basketball team's been the dumpster.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Girls basketball good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Girls a stud.
Yeah,
Hidalgo.
Yeah, Hidalgo's crazy good.
She's from Camden.
And Neil Ivy, she's such a good
unbelievable.
coach.
Yeah.
And Muffet had her ties here in the Philadelphia area
Yeah.
too. Yeah. So
All right. You got to roll.
Yep.
Listen, tomorrow night, Sports Center,
yes, tomorrow
Thursday
night.
night,
Yes,
which we love.
Yeah,
6
yeah.
o'clock.
probably NBA today, tomorrow as well. And we'll have some fun. I'm actually taking them to Angelo's, and we're gonna get them a proper cheesesteak.
Let's go.
So we're gonna make sure that
excited.
you're in Philadelphia.
Man.
Let's actually start off fresh the right way.
Perfect. Give them
Yes.
a pizza too. Their pizza's really good.
Pizza too,
Yeah.
of course. We're gonna have
Get a little
side.
buffet. Yeah, get a little
Yes,
buffet
exactly.
going,
Yeah. It's awesome. It's gonna be great. Break a leg. You're
And
gonna
thank
kill
you.
it.
Appreciate you, fellas.
We love you.
Thank you.
That's gonna do it for us. Jules rules.
Julia.
Danny D. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Love you guys. Bye, chat.
We all silly like the mayor.